Right, and this video is not to promote any hatred towards the LGBTQ community or to transgenders or gays or whatever the case may be. This video is meant to help somebody think for themselves, critically think, and to be honest with their thinking pattern on the esoteric occult sciences, metaphysics, alchemy, gematria, hermeticism, technocratic sorcery, mimetic warfare, neurolinguistic programming, esoteric Hollywood, frequency control, chaos magic, and all these different things that are placed within streaming and social media in general, and celestial rising, divine afternoon, and successful night to any mirage that decided to watch this video. It's your divine reflection, divine messenger, and we are back with another message to understand. If you choose to and you enjoy these videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. And I don't want to waste your time. We are basically discussing how this grown woman became one of the best streamers in her imagination, and she's playing as a man so that her message can get pushed further because her masculinity that she is pretending to be in is the reason why she gets the praise that other people decide to look up to because they want to mimic her handled lifestyle that she thinks is famous, but really the trauma that she had to go through that she's hiding through a mask that looks like a smile or money or whatever, and celebrities joining on her stream. She's hiding behind all of that so that people who are consuming her content don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. Let's get into it.
Once shit starts feeling manufactured and lose its authenticity, how could you take it serious? When you have the entire help of the industry, sponsors, big giant production, celebs, of course you're gonna hit it. It's manufactured so you can do it. On top of that, specifically on his stream, it was 25% off of subs you actually could get for less. And that was the only person's check.
And the thing is, too, this is probably an invert as well because a lot of people who are on the internet as well can't relate, but a lot of them are inverted. So most of them will know, especially the ones who are famous, most of them will know what their other influencer coworkers are doing behind the scenes because majority of them did that exact same thing, but they didn't do it to that certain degree of masonry that the other influencers will do. So there are a lot of influencers or YouTubers who will do, for example, gay rituals to get themselves into higher realms of pushing out content because they understand that in those realms, the people who are gatekeeping YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, these people understand that these rituals that they do as far as paganism, they understand that doing that is the reason why they're pushing out dreams and fallacies that can come quicker. Pause because they understand that through sex magic, you're able to push the alchemy into somebody's dream state of mind and bring that to the physical. They are willing to do actions that go against your morality over a dollar bill. So if you are able to satisfy them whenever they need you to, they'll give you whatever you want. That's why many people are giving away their morals and they can relate to losing their morals by speaking up on certain things that they have done as well, but not to that certain degree, like I stated earlier.
Got it. When you have a machine behind you, anything's possible. Like, just when shit started getting close, it was like seven something, and then all of a sudden shit just inflate. It's just not real. But it was like fake. R2D2, it's manufactured. It's not even me hating. It's just it is disingenuous. It's not a real sub though. A real record wasn't hit. It was already pre-planned. I'm pretty sure they already had it on a blueprint board. Like, okay, you're gonna drop this here. This person's gonna drop that there on this day. We're gonna make sure that it's real close. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure it's real close. So we want to make it seem realistic. We don't want you to hit it too quick. Then on that day, we're gonna have eBay drop that. Snoop's gonna drop a 250,000, but that's gonna be backed by such and such. Then such and such is gonna drop. Bro, it's manufactured. Yeah, exactly. If you're a regular person, why give? Let's just say if you're a regular person and drop 50, you're a peon, you're a bot, you're a type zero civilization. Like human beings are just such an idiot fucking species. Social media 100% is not real either. Clout can be bought, numbers can be bought, everything can be inflated. I know it seems like I'd be like salty about shit or I'm quote unquote hating. Nah, I just know everything's fake. I know the internet's fake. This is the last place on Twitch that is authentic. Everybody else's shit, they're backed by somebody, they're in an order, there's a machine behind them.
And I do agree with that. It's not, once again, it's not to ever hate. It's just telling it how it is because hate is the last thing that biological beings that have a purpose in life, they don't tend to hate on other beings because it does nothing for the mission that we have to be focused on. And another way to tell as well, so I can say you're getting your information from Google or from Twitter or whatever. Either way it goes. You can look at somebody's gait. This gait is the way somebody walks. So if you see the way people walk, and Kanye also made a video, he had an interview or she had an interview explaining that she used to get made fun of or looked at different because she walked different and she used to question why she walked different. But this is why many people who question how they walk, this is exactly how you're able to see. And it's just basically like the hips and the dip in the person's legs or whatever the case. And that's another way to notice who's, excuse me, a man or a woman. Now, this one was really interesting because really understand this. All this stuff, all this information is basically covering all these things right here. So we're talking about esoteric Hollywood and chaos magic and frequency manipulation, basically all these different things. But the inversion of turning, and hold on, because people don't believe me as well. I showed you on my phone, but we can go even on Amazon, for example, sexual inversion. I mean, you can look at those books as well, but there's many Internet Archive, EBSCO, and if somebody could say, well, you're getting your information from, for example, from Twitter, because somebody said that, oh, this information that you're getting is not accurate just because you see it on Twitter. But either way it goes, it's forensics. And even with the numbers as well from Gematria, all this stuff literally is occult science and chaos magic from Hollywood. And this is all by design. Because many people are designed to experience all these traumatic ritualistic abuse from people who are perverted mentally.
The youth needs to hear what real men are. I think there's
But what are
masculinity.
real men?
Right.
This conversation, for the people who understand epigenetic alterings of genders, Marlon Wayans is basically a grown woman in a man's body, and Julia Fox is basically a grown man in a woman's body. So consciously, they're pretending to be masculine or feminine, but spiritually, they realize what they are. But people don't understand that type of thinking because people can't think into occultism. So all they're doing is basically they can't obviously go back from what they were born into, but they can make jokes about it. That's why they're comedians. That's why they are actors. That's why they're famous because they people look at them like they're gods. People look at them like they're intelligent or a genius at what they do because what they do is basically it's not normal. But the thing is, though, it's manufactured, it's literally handled. These things are given to these beings because these beings don't even exist, but they're playing a character. So in Gematria, in their script, they know what they have to act in. That's why they've been born to do these things. Their life was predetermined for them to be on stage from the get-go because the light upon their Luciferianism was at stake for their family and themselves if they weren't doing the things that they had to do if they weren't doing the things that they had to do to get to where they are. That's why people praise them for who they are, even though you don't know who they're being. And this conversation will show you that they're basically making fun of people who look up to them and people who can relate to them, but they don't understand that they're literally telling you what a false masculinity and false femininity is in transhumanism or transgenderism.
The youth needs to hear what real men are. I think there's
But what are
masculinity.
real men?
Right.
What are real men? Even she had to say right. Because you know that this is not masculinity on what you did. And then by her going on kites in that stream, it's all by design. They all can relate to each other.
To me, a real man is a responsible
Because every
man.
time a man does some fuck shit, they'll be like, "That's not a real man," and it's like,
What
looks
is-
like a man to me.
I think a real man is in touch with
Looks
his
like
feminine side.
looks like
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think a real man is knows how to unstrap from his ego.
The real man thing is just a thing like that people invented to like excuse bad behavior.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I
like
think
all men are real men.
they're like a real man. Yeah.
And how it
I
is.
think
Keep the symbolism. The fake laugh. Why are you sitting like that? Why are you tucking it? It's all sex magic. It's all chaos magic as well, and the uncomfortable laugh or the fake laugh, really, to nerf the situation to make it die down by putting the hand over the shoulder, trying to diffuse the tension in the room because you're speaking too much. Let's go ahead and tone it down a bit. Let's go ahead and play our role. We don't want people who are making videos like this to expose who we really are because we need people to give us what we want, which is basically money. Because money is their God. Child trafficking is their God. Slavery is their God. Being enslaved mentally is their God. That's why they will never be able to free themselves into ascension spiritually.
You know,
I don't know if celibate is like the right word because I think that has a lot of like religious meaning. I just can't find anyone that I want to. That's really what's happening right now. And
Keyword. She said she doesn't think that she can find anyone she wants to fuck. Women don't talk like that because they want to get fucked. They want to get dicked down by somebody who is masculine, who can provide not only just for her, but for himself as well. So she's probably the one who's punishing men in Hollywood. And a lot of guys who are women, it's so weird. That shit's so weird. But this is what people do to get into the position that they are. So when you watch a movie with somebody who's a famous actor, really question what you're watching. What is the actor being portrayed as? Even though they're acting as a role, what is the real meaning behind the role that they got into? What's the meaning behind this movie? Is it just entertainment? Is it just for bullshits and giggles? Is it just for family time? Or can you learn something from these messages called a movie?
and it's a big problem. And I think a lot of women feel that way. So I think just men need to just be more full.
the youth need
What does that mean to a man? What does be more fuckable mean? Pause. If you're getting fucked by a woman, have you ever questioned yourself? And if you have questioned yourself, it makes sense on why you consider yourself to be in a certain community. And the thing is too, well, why not just come out and expose yourself? That ruins the imagination. That ruins the dream of the youth. The youth is what they want. They want the mindset. They want the power from the youth. If they don't get that, their dream that they are in right now doesn't exist. That's why people don't want to hear adults who talk about transhumanism out loud because why are you exposing the truth out loud? Be quiet. Take that oath like everybody else. Why would I want to play in your delusion? This one as well. Can you imagine somebody telling me, we're going to rest you tonight? What do you mean rest me? It's a game. It's chess. It's a game on the mind. You want to bring up the word practice. Shit, rest me tomorrow at practice. Don't rest me when we got a game. And Al Iverson, of course, another short invert as well, and or a grown woman who inspired many different inverted beings in today's game of just not only basketball but life as well, to where they think as if a lot of them play basketball because of Allen Iverson, and people don't understand that what she's saying is, what's the point of practicing when I've already beat the game? Even when I lose in the game, I'm still the best player on my own terms. I mean, she was on the cover of 2K1, I want to say, or whatever 2K, but she was already the best at her game because she was putting in work outside of practice. So what was the point of her going to practice when her games were practice? We talking about practice? We talking about a game? Do you see how stupid this shit is? Don't rest me when we got a game. There are tickets that have to be sold. People have to be entertained by her image. People had to see the occultism in plain sight. So do not rest me when the game is on. We got money to make. We got illusions to accelerate. We have things to place into society to where they don't know their purpose. Let's get this show on the road. We got work to do. Fuck practice. The game is practice. Give me the ball and let me go to work. I got you. I took a bookmark of this because I respect people who can say that even though they look masculine. So shout out to her, by the way. I'm a trans woman, and the thing is too, she also has great insight on a lot of. If y'all ever want to go on her Twitter and see, so you can see right there, she got a beard and all that. If I can see over there, but so yeah, it's just really crazy. Like psychic, warlock, conspiracy, spiritualist, French, esoteric, occult, producer, DJ, Forager, and yeah, but. That right there is interesting because Not many people can tell the truth about themselves and still just live in freedom. I respect that so much because at least you understand gematria. Literally, I'm not going to pay $33 for gematria, but I understand. I understand. And when Kai also had AI in her stream as well, just YouTube it as well. But AI can finally do your laundry, wash your dishes, and water your plants. But the Figure 03 humanoid robot will cost you around $20,000. Eventually, you're going to start seeing robotic humanoid families that don't have to work for a dollar bill. The illusion of that will be obsolete. There'll be no use. Once they make no use of that currency, they'll make up their own artificially to where they will make humanity follow that program. And then consciousness will also be placed into these humanoid robots. So it's like waking up one day when you lead a simulation, you wake up one day and you're in a year to where humanoid beings who are robotic are the norm. And you're wondering as a kid, what happened to humans? And people will tell you, well, beings who used to be people will tell you, we don't know. They used to be a thing of the past, but, or they may tell you, but at what cost? Freemasonry won't stop. The story or the script keeps on going. That's why people better brace themselves because shit about to get wicked. And this right here is very interesting because Ray J, also a woman as well, and her sister is basically a man, but and that's why they're famous. So, but she's making this point right here because you'll see.
I don't know if I'm gonna stream with Kai anymore this time because of what emails he might have got today on certain situations that has nothing to do with him, but that affects his brand and what he's doing. And I respect that. And after I'm done doing what I'm doing, we'll meet again.
Not only just that, Lucifer Network. So all these Luciferians, by them saying that, her having boners on stream or her wanting to shower and being ecstatic on showering with Speed and Kai, basically saying like those emails were probably, hey, you can't bring Ray J on stream because Ray J may say something outlandish one day to where it can mess up your whole image, and we need you to keep on bringing this revenue in. And this is basically to the higher ups. So, because every boss has a boss that has a boss that has a boss, and that boss has a boss as well. And when you realize that there's somebody orchestrating Kai's life, that person who has a higher up will tell this being, like, hey, because we planted this being as control opposition. We need to make sure that whoever she brings on stream is not a detriment to the vision that we have to control the minds that watch these streamers. All right, let's get into the videos now.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another.
And this is a prime example of the people, and I used to watch her videos because it was interesting to see people who learn about the occult, even though they don't really speak on this stuff, but I feel like this is probably also invert as well. Because I'm pretty sure Skull and Gay can learn, or not learn, but learn how to see who she is or who this person is. But they're going to show you right here on why collabing, and I have a screenshot as well, why collabing or networking is basically ass licking, and it's a skill set that's simply most people who are biological, they were never born with. Realize that. That's why many people you see, excuse me, like this, who want to get on the stream with Kai, all they're doing is just kissing ass because they have this many followers. So it's how you know who's, excuse me, you can just tell who's a part of the plan.
Another reaction on this channel. Now, in a recent video, people reacted to Phantom, a member of AMP, allegedly exposing Kai Cenat for selling his soul. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't believe Kai sold his soul, bro. If I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna be the one person to say that if you want to make money online, you absolutely can. You don't have to sell your soul to make money online. Now, Kai Cenat has been doing this for years, working very, very hard. But we
What is working very, very hard when the hard work that you did was already going to happen, even if you didn't work hard? I mean, if you just follow the journey or if you just watch the journey, it wasn't really hard work. It was just simple. Make a video. And no matter what, by design, any means possible. We're going to recruit you because you are the one that's going to shift the entire industry of entertainment. You don't have to put in hard work when everything in your life was destined once you go into Freemasonry. And you can just tell a lot. And there are people who are YouTubers who are also Freemasons. So this stuff doesn't just stop at Hollywood or acting or movies. No, there are people in the fitness industry, the food industry, shit, sports, racing, streaming, content creation, video games. It's all around the board. This shit won't stop. Wrestling.
We watched the video by Truth Is that was breaking down why he thinks Hassanat sold his soul. Now, in today's video, we have the exact moment in which Kai Cenat sold his soul. Now, the reason why this intrigues me the most is because, like I said, I don't really believe that Kai Cenat sold his soul, bro. I'm just being completely honest. I don't think that he did. But we're about to see. We're about to see what evidence we have provided for today's video as to why people believe that he sold his soul. As always, shout out to Truth Is. Now, regardless if Kai Cenat sold his soul or not, this man is making millions. This man is making so much money online. There is absolutely no reason why you're not making money online too, bro. That's the entire reason why I created a program teaching people how to make money online. Now, I've already had a couple people reach out to me and join the program. If you guys are interested, it's only for serious people, though. I don't want you guys thinking that this is like, oh, this is for somebody who is serious and willing to invest.
2 years, we have been witnessing the streaming world go mainstream, with the biggest streamers selling out and becoming puppets. Today, we will be exposing one of the streamers who is partly responsible for setting up the biggest streamer on Twitch, Kai Cenat. And I will show you guys the exact moment Kai Cenat sold his soul. In 2025, everybody seems to want to be a streamer, just like in the late 2010s when everyone wanted to be a
So, excuse me. Now that we're in October, by now, all the ones, everybody that you see in here, grown women. Just that simple. So don't think that a lot of these people are just hardcore rappers or they're the ones that changed the rap game. They did not change the rap game. This is not rap. Do a lot of them have some songs that you can nod your head to and they have nice beats attached to them? Of course, we can't deny that at all whatsoever. But we live in a generation now so where people think as if King Von is the greatest rapper of all time. Like, what kind of world are we living in? There is somebody out there who says Lil Uzi Vert is the best rapper of all time. You don't know rap now.
SoundCloud rapper. Now they want to be streamers. Even the rappers want to be streamers. It's obvious streaming.
I want to say rap damn near died once that wave of XX Tentacion, Juice World, and Playboy Cardi in the vampire phase, Lil Uzi, when going mainstream, just after the 2010s, after like 2016, 2015, man, rap just went to the drain. And it's been in the drain anyway. But when conscious rap was a thing, like when wordplay was out, that's when rap was really what it was. But now this mumble bullshit is some shit.
Streaming has reached its peak, and it has gone mainstream, all thanks to a few streamers who sold out the streaming world and crossed over. See, when streaming first began, it was a low-quality, independent-style content. A person with a great personality would go live in their bedroom and talk about things they cared about. Eventually, they would build a fan base by being themselves because they were entertaining. When streaming started to become popular and mainstream, the corporations realized it was reaching the masses, and they got involved. And like everything else, they corrupted it. The streamers who were once genuine and authentic started selling out for money and were now fake.
Hey, please tell me, hold on. No, 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 no. I made sure. No, let me make sure the audio's good. So I want to be able to know if y'all can hear this. Pretty sure y'all can, though. Doesn't matter. Mm. No, I think we should be good. Okay. Because that's really bothering me right now. I want to make sure that you all can hear this because no, I don't want to stop the recording. Okay, that's the layout. Okay, my fault, y'all. My fault reflections. I'm just not sharing. Okay, I'm just gonna trust it. Okay. So the microphone, switch the phone audio. No. All right.
Everything and pushing blatant agendas. It was no longer about good fun content. It was about selling themselves to sponsors and pushing big corp agenda propaganda. They became the new puppets just like the rappers were. Just like the rappers pushed a degenerate lifestyle of drugs, money, and you know the rest. The streamers are now pushing the exact same thing as they are being
And then Beta Sex Kitten, just basically sexually abusing the person in front of the masses, but they don't see what the abuse looks like behind closed doors. That's exactly why it's esoteric or it's hidden symbolism in front of your face. And because she's willing to do that or have this carpet and not change it at all whatsoever, that goes to show you what these people are willing to do just to have their name attached to clout.
controlled by the exact power. It's not hard to see that Kai is one of the biggest streamers in America. He has broken several streaming records. He won Streamer of the Year for several consecutive years, has the highest numbers of followers on Twitch with over 17 million followers and over 400,000 paid subscribers. He even signed some of the biggest endorsement deals seen in the streaming world. Kai has come a long way from streaming in his mother's Bronx apartment. He now does his live streams from the comfort of his multi-million-dollar mansion. Kai has reached heights that no other streamer has needed to. Not only does he have millions of people watching him,
And the thing is, too, once you sign that deal, that's basically you signing over your nature to a corporation that's going to just use your image to push, AdSense or push monetization, push all these sponsorships, but you're going to have to give up something too if you want to have a higher level of being known or being popular or being a global icon to where people all around the world know you and your face. But to do that, what do you have to have your face in? Pause.
but the mainstream corporations seem to have fully embraced
Like,
Kai.
is it a pause if you're a grown woman in a man's body and look at this grown woman, Kim Kardashian, who's basically a witch? And we understand Get Out as well. Get Out was basically the movie that told you, with through mind control, ultra technocratic manipulation of frequency control, to where the being that is in the vessel, they're willing to go into the mind of the influencer that's getting the praise that they may be losing along the way of their journey because the higher ups, they need newer vessels to leech onto. Once they're done milking you, you're off to the wayside. Your career meant nothing to them anyways. But these people know that and they still don't care because they love the attention, they love the validation. So when they're placing their consciousness in the minds of our database, people think as if they should give a hooray celebration because many people are tied into these industries that meant no good for our people. It was always ran by by their bloodlines that we manipulated, and all they're doing is getting back at us with a smile. Who's really the enemy when the enemy of my enemy is my friend? And if the enemy looks just like us in different skin suits, who's really under mind control? When the whole entire world is under a delusion that people accept as normal.
He has fully crossed over, which sadly means he sold out. He happily sold his soul for millions of dollars. And by the end of this video, you will see why I say that. Tyson Nat started his online content career back in 2018, posting his first video on YouTube on January 13th, 2018, at the age of 16. I'm bad now, I'm a bad now. Hey, guys, I'm guys, YouTube people, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Bro. The day is the month of flipping day. Yes, that's why I'm making my first YouTube video. Like many creators online back in the 2010s, Kai was posting prank and challenge videos and doing anything for views. In the beginning, Kai saw moderate success with YouTube videos, but nowhere near what he was doing today. He managed to get a few videos to go viral on social media, but it never really turned into anything. What changed Kai's career was joining the streaming collective AMP in 2021. AMP is a streaming collective that stands for Any Means Possible. Kai was eventually recruited by Phantom, who eventually convinced them to join AMP. Initially, Kai refused the offer, but he would change his mind and join. He began posting content with AMP. His streamer career began to take off. This is where the Kai Cenat the world fell in love with was born. Kai abandoned reaction videos and gaming content to do his wild bedroom streams he is now known for today. This really worked for him, as by 2022, he was becoming a household name in the emerging streaming space. In 2022, Kai started landing big name guests, doing streams with many of the biggest rappers in the industry. He did streams with Lil Baby, 21 Savage, basically every rapper that was trying to promote an album in 2022. This dramatically escalated his online growth, as his stream with 21 Savage saw him reach over 283,000 concurrent live viewers. He was now being associated with.
I'm still waiting for the point, bro. Because to me, up until this point, it sounds like collaborations. It sounds like just having.
The thing is, what the truth is on their YouTube channel, they may cover the things that are considered to be selling out, but they're not really speaking in depth on what's really going on. So that's why the point hasn't been made yet. That's all, and their videos go viral. So I really think too that YouTube channel called The Truth is a part of the industry as well, because they never show their face also. And they never talk about things on a deeper perspective for us to sit there and think as if, damn, this person really sold their soul. But we can sit here and tell you how this being sold her soul. Because not only just that, I mean, if you understand gematria, numbers run our simulation. So it's by design, it's by architecture, as far as on an astral plane of existence. Because the higher architect that Freemasons call the higher architect is basically Luciferianism. So their guy is Lucifer, or basically the Baphomet. So we understand gematria, the Kardashians. Who is Kai Cenat? For one, if our ancestors, before Sumerian as well, or ancient Sumeria, even before Hebrews and all that, if our people were studying lunar cycles, if they were studying numbers, putting it on cuneiform, putting it through hieroglyphs, putting it through pyramids as well, if they were teaching themselves these things in different temples in secrecy, and they were able to translate that in English for the future by going into the past and altering what we knew and rewiring our brain literally by coding it in a different reality show that people are asleep to, then what are we really sharing when everybody's programmed to be artificial intelligence? How did our ancestors understand that this being would be tied into the Kardashians and have them on their stream? Because they wear a mask. He was born a she. Pizzagate code, puppet mask. And then, of course, puppet mask meaning some, no, it's not puppet mask, but the Pizzagate code, grooming as a 20-something-year-old, you're grooming teenagers to put themselves through gay rituals, to shake their ass as a guy, and to kiss on other boys, and to do all these different weird sexual fantasies that little kids, because little kids are influenced by that shit because they're gullible mentally, they'll look up to these things and they'll think as if that's normal, to where they're doing that to their friends, they're doing that to random kids. The next thing you know, the cycle of being groomed at a young age is starting from the people that they look up to on streaming. And I wonder where these things came from. Biologically, people aren't this hypersexual, but these things are programmed to the mind from inversions or inverted beings who are also perverted at a young age, to where all they can do is act upon the ritual that somebody else traumatized them by. It's all about whose trauma is more famous. That's who gets a bigger platform. Kai Cenat Twitch, honor the oath, Masonic sacrifice, transcend genderism, transfeminine, transformer, little people, beyond pathetic, energy vampire, guard knowledge, dream initiates, no escaping karma, from the enemy, world of acting, Times Square, major deceivers, living the dream. It's inevitable. Kyrie Irving. How did she have Kyrie Irving on her Twitch? How did numbers determine if she was going to get in contact with Kyrie Irving? Come on, man. And motherfuckers would say that and be like, this is still not proof. You don't do your research on gematria. Gematria literally is the reason why the occult, who have no body that's controlling our realm, this is why they're far beyond our comprehension. How can you be an oppressor that has no body, that has no form? If they're manipulating beings in form, how can you be the being that has no form? How are beings with no form calling the shots? Who do you think humans are talking to in Freemasonry? That's why the truth is, that's why these YouTube channels get views because they don't talk like this. If they did, their views, their subscribers will go down into the dumpster. It'll go down into the sewage because they know what they're doing. That's why these people hide their faces because they're skin shifters. They are literally planted beings, probably AI talking about the things that they went through as well. And they won't speak up about it because that's how they pay their rent. It's all manipulation.
Collabs with the right people.
With big names in the industry, which
Am I,
took
tri-
Kai
am I tripping? Am I tripping right now, bro? Like, let me know in the comments.
to a whole new level. Kai ended 2022 by winning the stream
No, you're just not questioning anything because you want that collab as well. You want the opportunity to be in Kai's face. You're not slick. You're a dick rider.
the Year award. Sadly, this was the last year Kai was truly authentic, as in the following year, he chose to sell out. Like everything that reaches big heights, it comes to a point where you got to sell out to make it to the very top. Kai was getting a lot of eyes on him, which attracted the attention of the mainstream. If he wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world, he was going to have to align himself with the corporations that run the world.
And the thing is, too,
If he wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world, he was going to.
somebody can say just because you got a food or a McDonald's deal or a sponsorship or endorsement doesn't mean that you sold out. You can't sell what doesn't belong to you. So, no, you cannot sell your soul, but you can sell your morals. You can gain the whole world by giving up your morality and your dignity. By doing that, excuse me, they'll make sure that you promote poison. People know that McDonald's is not good for them. Go watch the movie or the documentary Soylent Green, Soylent Green. They're basically promoting child trafficking through the symbolism or the symbolic sigil of energy control. They're putting that imagery, they're pushing that through child trafficking in the form of this right here. And you may think it's a burger, or you may think it's a clone cow, whatever the case. You will never know. There's only so many four-legged creatures that you can kill in a day. There's so many, there's only so many cows in this realm that you can just slaughter. And there's no way that you're watching a cow give birth immediately to where they're instantly being known. You're not watching a cow go through what they go through. And there's only so many of them giving birth at a certain time. You have to actually clock them doing this stuff. So if that's the case, because they're not willing to do that, how do you make the process faster? How do you make the process virus go into the masses faster? There are new kids coming into this realm. How can we put this, how can we promote this brand into their stomachs, into their intuitive gut, so that we can place our mind control into them early? Because their parents are too busy watching streamers promote what they used to eat.
Have to align himself with the corporations that run the world. The exact moment Kai sold out and crossed over was back in 2023. As in February 2023, he signed to the talent agency, United Talent Agency. UTA is the biggest talent agency.
That's also proof right there. Once you do sign to a talent agency, your content that now doesn't belong to you anymore. Somebody else will tell you what you should post. That's not freedom. If somebody tells me what I have to post and they give me my titles and they tell me how to talk about this or that, I'm not in control of my mind anymore. So that would basically be selling out. All for money? No, I'm good. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I don't care about the engagement or the views. Somebody out there understands that what I'm talking about is meant to be said. That's why they respect and do the things that they do by supporting what we are basically being aware of. We have to let the youth know that these things are not normal. You should not want to be famous. You should not want to look up to them. You should not want to sit here and look up to losers or failures who are showing you what you should not be doing as far as chasing money or chasing clout or having girls or attention around you. It does not matter. You cannot take these things with you. So what's the point of doing everything that you can by sacrificing your family, your friends, and just your morals in general? Why sacrifice these things just to become somebody, just to have somebody think about you? Are you seeking attention that bad to where you need it from the internet? That's a virtual world. Why would you want an opinionated life that is being formed by the judgment of what other people think about themselves being placed onto you? Why would you want that onto you?
agency in the country. They represent the biggest actors, artists, and now internet personalities like Kai Cenat. UTA was created by Peter Biendick, Jim Burkus, and Jeremy Zimmer. They represent people like Channing Tatum, Seth Rogen, 21
I
Savage.
think it's two women playing as men. It don't change just because many of us are like that. I can't relate, but many people who look just like me in this skin suit right here, many of them are inverted, just like many people in these skin suits. And that shit don't change. This inversion shit goes beyond year one.
Charlie D'Amelio, and many other big names. They are the ones that started linking Kai with these high-profile celebrities like Kevin Hart and John Cena. The moment Kai signed with UTA, everything changed. His content lost his authenticity. Kai was no longer making content that he wanted to make and he thought would be good content. He started doing streams planned out by UTA, his new handlers. Nothing was organic anymore. Kai became another cog in the mainstream machine, and that began to show quickly. The amateur, natural, funny live streams that made Kai famous started to become big-budget production live streams with mindless humor. Kai had sold out his platform and allowed the puppet masters to take control. He started collaborating with celebrities that didn't even relate to his content or his
Roman, by showing face, saying like basically she became the gatekeeper. So this is basically P. Diddy. So you see how, notice how, because somebody be like, well, Kyson, that's not P. Diddy. I don't want to hear about this shit, then don't watch. But the thing is, when her own mom mentioned that, let me go ahead. So no, hopefully I can find it too for y'all. Because her own mom even mentioned that she looks just like P. Diddy. And that was very weird to me when she said that. Like, because why would your mother tell you that you look like a celebrity? And it was more than one time as well.
You're here, Kai. I'm crying. Kai, your mother, that was a big wrong. When I cut your hair, my heart is bleeding, and I'm so happy that the guy was speaking up and saying that no, they're cutting you. Cut it. You hate it. No, you don't like it. He cut it. What's his
Oh, my nigga, what the fuck is that? But yeah, she's letting them know. And somebody be like, oh yeah, and then Gematria as well. Also, this Gematria. So there's been Diddy news, but we haven't seen him in person. Kai is everywhere right now. Kai Sinakos, P. Diddy, and Chaldean and Pythagorean Gematria cipher. So here's a Gematria of Kai Cenat and P. Diddy and the Chaldean. And somebody be like, well, I don't even know what that means. Basically, consciously, because remember, they're basically imaginary characters. So this character is carbon copied in a past and a future that's been merged together currently. So where the people who looked up to this being in the past, they're looking up to the exact same imaginative entity in the future. That's all this stuff is. Like these people are not a real concept. But people bring them up, and the thing is too, people bring them up into their mind. That's exactly why in letterology or linguistic sorcery, the way people bring out words or say names constantly, they're fueling the machine to plant tears that are cutting down the biological imprinting of genetics that were never supposed to be altered. Spy coders are a specialty. Kai Cenat literally is CIA. Spelled backwards. The new Diddy clone is Kai Cenat. Sean Combs, 2853, 152. Kai Cenat, 2853, 152. And this is what I'm reading right here as well. So there are CIA agents on Twitch, and they're showing you why they're doing what they're doing. And they're doing this because why not? And even with the P. Diddy case, it's never happened. Even with those sketches, it never happened. They don't take this stuff seriously. They're laughing at people who believe it. So of course you wouldn't see P. Diddy in the headlines. You wouldn't see anything going on with this character because she just got done streaming in another body. So when Orlando Brown's talking about consciousness being transferred in different vessels, yeah, this is literally they're playing with God at this point, which is all science. Not only just that, these are grown ass women and a teenage woman in a man's body. This is why they're put into position to tell you don't go to school and just stream. But thing with streaming is you can do it for so long and yet it still won't mean nothing till you go against yourself. You go against what you should be holding dear to yourself. And when you do that, you'll never be the same again. And you'll be chasing something outside of yourself to where you'll feel empty spiritually. And you can have everything you want in the world. It won't mean anything when you're all alone in that room.
This community, ending in awkward live streams that were clearly just promo. While most people might believe Kai is collaborating with
Really. Just look at her. Look at P. Diddy playing in her character. Look at Nicki Minaj. Look at this grown ass man.
these big name celebrities naturally, that's not the case. Kai is being used like press to promote anything Hollywood wants. Kai built up millions of views.
And you gotta understand as well, and all you gotta do, just go right here. But when you really see how these grown men act, this is why people say like they're transformers, just because like a lot of them they tuck it in, so you wouldn't notice it obviously, but they're basically showing you what people praise, what people want, and they want to be symbolized as sex idols so that people who are wasting energy on them, that's how they get more money. That's why a lot of men who transition over to being a woman, they're basically doing how they always felt, and because they want money as well, and because they want attention. So by using their body, by wasting their energy as well, by bathing in lust, this is what fuels their purpose or their meaning in life. They will never ascend. The women who are playing as men, who are doing the exact same thing and collabing with people who do these practices of child trafficking and sex magic and all that, chaos magic, this is basically their truth. And secrecy. Only difference is they record it out loud now because they really want to see. The experiment is of streaming in general. Who is unconscious to what's been happening the entire time? And it's clear as day, the people that follow both of these CIA agents, that goes to show that you follow transhumanism, you follow sexual inversion. And this is basically what the oppressor did to our forefathers, our ancestors, and yet you are still getting on your knees and clapping for the massa for what they presented to you as far as entertainment. That's a damn shame. We're all basically in a plantation right now, and there are people who are begging to get inside the house with the people who got buck broken.
Viewers with hundreds of thousands of live viewers. He got so big that celebrities are now utilizing his platform for press. Whenever you see these celebrities on his platform, it's not for the sake of good.
Grown man, grown man. So I'm pretty sure somebody be like, well, how do you notice in that? Top surgery, bottom surgery, genitalia surgery, what do you want to call it? Throat surgery, voice surgery. All these surgeons, all these doctors, they're the Grey's Anatomy. All these things are meant, they're by design. It's meant to happen. These things have been going on since before we even had a language.
Good content, as most of these collaborations are obviously forced and awkward. The only reason these A-list celebrities showed up to Kai's bedroom was to sell you something or promote something. It's all promotion that waters down his content, as it's now just a giant ad. UTA is what made Kai mainstream. They're the ones.
So basically, he's saying that since he's collaborating with these artists, that means he's a sellout.
Selling out meaning that your lies are being sold to people who are investing in more consumption. They need to consume the spell that the influencer is casting. So technically, yes, she sold out, but technically, no, you cannot sell out. But she is selling out illusions. She's selling out arenas by streaming because she technically is pulling in thousands of views, but it's artificial. It's dead internet perspectives. So realistically, she's paying to get viewed. And you can honestly pay continuously to get viewed. That's exactly why the more money she makes, the more money she is wasting by having her image seen. That's why people know her because she's been giving away herself to a corporation or to the machine that's just placing her into different thought processings or pattern recognition.
I don't understand it, bro. This is like high key, bro. The reason why I took a break from conspiracy theory content is because it gets to a point, bro. Like it gets
That's the thing. There's no such thing as conspiracy theory content. Conspiracy theories do not exist. And people who say that, they're afraid of the esoteric information that's shown in plain sight because people never do their research on these different things because they think as if conspiracy theories are just the things that people don't really care about. They may be some intriguing information that's probably hidden, but they won't go beyond that. You know that there are deeper perception, excuse me, deeper perceptions that go into the information that we research. And no matter how deep you go into this rabbit hole of information, it does not matter to your spirit. But conspiracy theories were never theoretical. They were never a theory. And CIA agents, their mommy and daddies, they pass that word down to generations so that they can let you know that the way you think about questioning what's happening is foolish. So you're basically mocking people who question Satanism or Luciferianism.
to a point. There's a difference between somebody being a sellout. The videos that we used to make, exposing how people were selling their souls. I was
Yeah, used to make because you're not seeing it. And it's a lot of clever shit going on. So yeah, they're not gonna have the demonic shit, but they're showing you demonology in front of your face. But you're afraid to admit that because you want this collab as well. You want to have people who look up to her come into your comment section to give you a like, to give you a follow, so that you can go into your course and get your money's worth. You're not slick.
able to clearly identify to you guys the demonic symbolism, the Masonic symbolism in every single video. People were literally saying that they sold their soul. People were literally saying that they signed these contracts with these record labels and executives who were doing these weird and malicious and evil things. There was clearly provided evidence, right? I don't think Kaiser sold his soul, bro.
Of course you
And the
do.
reason why I say that is because although he signed to an agency, every content creator on every platform usually has an agency, bro. Almost everyone has a team. If you don't have a team, you are not going to be able to grow. Truth is, probably has a team. I used to have a team when I was going crazy on YouTube. Everybody, when they're in the growing stage, has to have a team. People who are going to do the videography, the editing, the planning, the fucking like. You know how hard it is to put together.
I don't think so. I don't think you need to have a team, but you're basically saying you need to have a handler. That sounds like selling out to me. Oh no, I see a lot of YouTubers on the platform who don't have a team and they're still making tons of money by making videos. So no, it seems to me that you are okay with giving over your freedom of speech, your freedom of thought. And they'll give you so much money to where you have to shut your ass up or else.
Together a 30-day live stream, bro. Yes, it is going to be a production. It is going to be an expensive production. It's called entertainment, bro. That's literally what it is. Now,
How is that entertaining? Who is that entertaining to? And why is that entertaining? And what is the entertainment for? What's the meaning behind this entertainment? And if you find this entertaining, what does that make you? If you find this entertaining, where are you in life? Because if you have purpose, there's no way you have time to watch stupidity. There's no way that you have time to watch Baphomet, sex trafficked, predatory groomed experimentations that think that what they do is okay just because they have trauma attached to their name.
he hasn't done or shown or like nothing that I would see as like demonic. Like every single day that he speaks on his stream, it's something positive. He doesn't promote anything negative. He doesn't have any upside down crosses on his face.
Yeah,
Any
that's what Satanists do. They make themselves look positive so that you don't question their motives. Duh.
offense in the background. Anything that would in my mind raise a red flag. Oh, this nigga is demonic, bro. Haven't yet to see it, bro. I'm gonna be so honest. The fact that he's collaborating with these
There's
celebrities,
no such thing as being demonic. Stop demonizing consciousness. Demons do not exist. The words are literally just how you handle energy. What side of duality are you on? If you're on the darkest side of duality, you will do some things to Yeah, you would do some things to be in this position. And that's sad.
Doesn't make him a sellout. It just makes him a good entrepreneur, in my opinion. In my opinion, the only thing that I would say is like if you're sitting here and you're going to argue the fact that oh yeah, by him having a collaboration with McDonald's is promoting obesity or is promoting people to eat fast food that has then yes, that's something. But understand that everybody, there are only a few people who really understand that the food that we consume has a major impact on our mindset and our body. There are only a few people in this entire country. 75% of the country is overweight and obese, bro.
And you're promoting that? You just contradicted yourself. What the fuck is we going, like, what are we talking about here?
75%. So it's like it's not even him. Like I would argue that it's not even him, bro. Because before that, McDonald's was a thing, Domino's was a thing, Pizza Hut was a thing. But let's continue. I'm still waiting
What? Oh man. All right.
to see. I'm still waiting to see what the exact moment was.
With the connections and money that took him to the top level he made it to. But all of that success came at the price of Kai's soul. Today, you have to wonder how much of what Kai's stream is actually Kai and not UTA and his handlers. Nothing is natural or organic anymore. It's a giant production. You have to think of Kai signing to UTA almost like he signed a record deal. In the same way the record labels control artists and create everything about them once they sign. It's the same way UTA is controlling Kai Cenat. Now, while that might seem like a great thing for him, since he's cashing out and will be able to make millions of dollars, it's horrible for his fans, as now he's just another puppet of the mega corporations. Kai is no longer a genuine creator. He's a walking billboard. Everything he now does has an alternative reason behind it. Either he's promoting someone who's on press or selling a brand he's signed to or pushing
No,
agendas.
it's that the major corporations are just using her face to promote their illusions. So yes, she is a puppet.
His handlers at UTA want him to push. Nothing is real anymore when it comes.
And she's basically saying, because you know, people say you can do anything you want, you can do anything that you can, this and that. When they put those motivational messages in their streams or whatever, they're literally telling your child subliminally, if you bend over and get bug broken, you are able to become anything that you want. They're saying that without saying that. And if you don't believe me, go become a Freemason, go do anything for a dollar bill, go be famous, go try to get into the higher leveling of YouTube or TikTok or Twitter or Instagram or whatever and see what they tell you. When you go meet those higher ups, when you go meet those label executives or those executives or whoever, directors, anybody, those higher ups, when you go meet them, go back to your family or your friends or even on social media and explain what happened if you walked away. Man, if you didn't, how did your life change? And when your life changed, you now had to act as if what you went through never happened. So when you went through what you did and you allowed yourself to go through it by being demoralized, if that's even a word, but or going through a demoralizing event, when you're wiping those tears away, but you got followers instantly, you got this ritual, this humiliation ritual happening instantly. You're getting followers every single day now. Was it worth it? Because when you turn off that phone or put the phone down, when you're in your room by yourself, who is going against who now? You know what you did, but yet, do people know? No, that's why they look up to you.
Comes to Kai, which is exactly what selling out is. Just pay attention to some of the deals that Kai has signed. He signed an endorsement deal with Nike, allegedly worth millions of dollars. This is the reason Kai is forcefully pushing Nike on his streams every chance he gets. Every time he mentions Nike,
What? I have a friend out here in Miami who has a partnership with Nike. Does that mean this nigga sold his own? I have a friend who has a partnership with Nike. Does that mean he sold his soul, bro? Like, come on, man.
Nike, where's Nike? He's not doing it because he wants to. He's doing it because he's paid to. He's a walking billboard for them. He also did a
That's what promotion is, bro. That's literally what promotion.
collaboration with McDonald's. McDonald's is one of
That's exactly what selling your soul is. That's exactly what that is. If we're going to talk like this,
the worst food options when it comes to your health. A bunch of hazardous additives, deep fried in seed oils to make you nice and
I can
inflamed,
agree.
pushing you closer to a premature death.
but you just contradicted and oh my God.
Yet Kai had no issues taking their money to push that poison onto his young fans, doing a whole commercial live on his stream, like some sort of.
So that means Duke didn't sold his soul. That I can agree with. I don't agree with fast food. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know I don't fuck with fast food. I don't eat fast food. I don't do that shit.
But you see that she's promoting it, you know why it shouldn't be promoted, but you're advocating for it, and you still don't think that she's sold out. My people perish for a lack of knowledge.
But one thing that I can say is this. Kai Cenat has to first understand that fast food isn't good for you. Kai Cenat eats fast food. It's not like he sold himself. He's already thinking that fast food is okay. No one told him that fast food wasn't okay. He wasn't woke yet. Like he wasn't brought to the realization that you shouldn't be eating. You get what I'm saying? Like I know that fast food is bad for you. I know that there's chemicals and processors. So I'm gonna tell you guys, don't eat it. But you can't fault somebody for not speaking on something that they don't know about. But maybe once again,
But if you don't know that it's not good for you and you have the world in your hands, why not do the research with the world in your hands? When people can tell you about the information, but yet you will deny the information in front of you. And why is that? Because the industry does not want you questioning information that would make you question what you've been doing the entire time. So what do you mean we can't fault nobody for not knowing that fast food is not good? You can even feel that fast food is not good. You don't even got to say it. When you eat fast food constantly, how do you feel when you eat that bullshit? That's just that simple that you shouldn't be eating that. If you wake up and you're sluggish or you're lethargic or you're constipated, you have agitation, aggression, you have an attitude, that's not you. That's the food that you eat. Duh.
maybe that's just me being naive, right?
Niggas literally promoting cannibalism, and that's the case too. Like putting people in meat blenders and shit and turn them into a burger and then promoting it by influencing the youth or influencing people to become content creators.
It sounds to me like he just got an endorsement, sponsorship. Like anybody, bro. YouTubers promote products all of the time.
A live stream infomercial. How are people supposed to believe this content is authentic when the whole live stream was a commercial for
My
McDonald's?
thing is, if you really got like that and people fuck with you, they'll buy your shit just because they just love and care about you. So I feel like promoting things constantly, it gets to a point. It's really annoying. It's like you're desperate. You're begging. That's why, like, when I promote my shit, like my clothes, for example, I'm not gonna do that shit every day. I'm gonna do it every week, but not every fucking day, because I don't want to see that shit every fucking day. Because the thing is, too, people who really know that I already have my clothing brand, they'll go buy some stuff because they just want to buy it because it's my thoughts on the clothing item. If they don't buy it, so be it. I won't get upset. I won't say, man, fuck you, this and that. No. Like, what are we?
McDonald's. I hope people understand that Kai and McDonald's aren't collaborating because they mess with Kai's streams. They could care less about his streams. What they care about is the millions of people that are watching him that he could convince to eat their poison. Same thing with Kai glorifying going to prison. Back in 2023, just a few months after Kai signed to UTA, he decided to do a 7-day prison stream special. He and other popular streamers pretended to be in prison for 7 days. During the stream, you saw many big streamers and internet personalities having a blast in prison. They even showed themselves flirting and hanging out with female inmates. Kai made prison look like a sleepover with a gang, a giant party with the guys. Now, this was especially bad, as here was Kai promoting.
What do you notice about all of them? Look at the forensics.
Prison to his young impressionable audience. Now, while you might not be thinking about this like that and think it's just a silly skit, all of this is strategically planned on a deeper level. You have to understand that this entire special was orchestrated by his talent agency. See, UTA is well aware that the mass majority of
I agree, bro. That I really don't condone like popularizing violence and criminal activity. Like I really don't.
But you don't think that she sold her morals. You agree with the statement, but you don't agree that she sold her morals. How sleep can you be with your eyes wide open?
Hold on, you got what I'm saying? So I agree with that point to a certain extent.
Fans, or not only kids and teenagers, but also from the urban community. Hip hop is made for the urban community. Hip hop just so happens to promote the gangster lifestyle, criminal behavior, and even murder. Everything that leads people to going to prison. Like I exposed before, this is done by the labels who are in bed with the private prison industry. Companies like BlackRock and Vanguard are directly invested in the music industry. They're also the biggest investors in the private prison industry. They invest their money into labels pushing gangster music to promote and popularize a criminal lifestyle to the urban community. Then those influenced by the music end up living a criminal lifestyle, eventually ending up in in a private prison owned by them. This is why gangster rap is pushed so heavily. And now the streamers are being used for the same purpose. This is what Kai was doing with his prison stream. Just like the rappers, he was glorifying prison to his young audience, teaching them that jail is just a fun place to hang out with the guys, and it's not that bad. It's obvious Kai sold out. He even joked around with the idea of selling his soul. Like I showed in my Phantom video, Kai joked about selling his soul when signing a business deal.
If you know what I'm going for, you know what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sign that deal. I want to sign a deal. Sell my soul, sell my soul, sell my soul.
Like I said before, this was just Kai hiding the truth in plain sight. Just like when Duke Dennis joked that Kai sold his soul on stream.
Tell them how this nigga like sold his soul. This nigga like sold his soul. And if you believe the deep, and not.
I see my own man sell his soul for some diamonds and some gold, man. This shit no, but I'll be lying if I'm saying it's not tempting.
Kai is projecting his reality in comedy. He knows he's sold out. He knows he's doing and promoting things he doesn't stand by. But the money is just too good to say no. Recently, people on social media have begun to notice Kai's fakeness. They are noticing that all of his overreactions are all fake, planned out reactions for the cameras with nothing organic anymore. Kai has become so fake that his audience is noticing he's sold out. This is what I believe Phantom was referring to when he said AMP was selling out. A few days back, I did a video covering Phantom allegedly leaving AMP. People started to speculate he left after he claimed he lost access to the AMP page and also tweeted about watching those closest to him, also claiming that AMP sold their soul and that they had a god complex. If you want to see the full breakdown about Phantom exposing Kai and AMP, make sure you watch this video after this one. Now, after Phantom's post went viral and fans started to say Phantom was kicked from AMP, Kai went on stream and denied the allegations.
Well, how did you get bamboozled into thinking Phantom left AMP? Name taken. Thanks for the 100 gifted. Appreciate it. Name taken. Thanks for the 100 gifted. Bro, thanks for the 100. Hold on. It's going on right now. Hold on. Appreciate everybody. Chat, let me go ahead and say something, gang. Everybody who fell for Phantom leaving AMP, I'm not going to lie. That just goes to show how much actually watch AMP. No cap. We all know around this time or once out of the year, Phantom has to leave the US to take care of his pollen and stuff like that. You feel me? And that him doing that just led into like a whole bunch of y'all gotta understand. You being on X and you looking at captions and looking at a video that's clipped out of context, bro, you can't always believe that, especially on X. That's where it stems from, especially on X. Did you hear Phantom out his mouth say, I'm out? Did you hear any of...
And to an extent, you shouldn't really believe anything on the internet, but you should question it. So when I say that stuff, you can't get upset with me. Because thing is, I don't believe anything on the internet, even my own videos. I will say one thing though, I will not stop questioning everything that I see in my face. And if I question it and I'm putting two and two together, what's making sense to me and not you? Something's disconnected in your mind because there's no way that I'm seeing this and you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
But say something like that. No.
So did another member of the AMP collective as well.
It's kind of crazy to me that so many people like just run with it. Just run with it. Just run and believe in fake news, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. I'm talking about I'm sitting.
They both denied Phantom leaving the group, but didn't explain why Phantom claimed they sold their soul and have sold out. On top of that, Phantom himself still hasn't come out and addressed the drama he started. Honestly, I believe something deeper has taken place here. With Phantom's absence and refusal to address this proves he was serious about Kai. He is obviously referring to Kai and AMP selling out, as he even called them up.
Are you telling me, bro? You tell me, man.
Up with their lack of organic content. Kai is definitely crossing over into a darker side of Hollywood. We are starting to see that in real time. A few weeks back, Kai was invited to attend the exclusive prestigious Met Gala. I recently made a video about the Met Gala, and I proved—
Damn, look at that fucking clavicle.
The exclusive prestigious Met Gala.
Then look at how she tried to move, or he had to move his shoulders, but holy shit. Like, just look at the toning. I mean, damn. With the facelift surgery, the top surgery, I mean, it's clear as day. And it's just weird because it's like, damn, bro, this is all just like a slave auction. Just about who can promote the most financially prosperous slave to where another corporation, another industry will want to have some type of connection with that slave as well, so that they can provide a certain, like, what's the word I'm looking for? So they can provide mm, I would say a life-changing experience for their hierarchy.
Made a video about the Met Gala, and I proved that it was created by Freemasons. The entire event is a Masonic party for sellout puppets. This year, Kai was finally invited to the event, cementing his official sellout puppet status. Kai made a video addressing why he decided to turn down the Met, claiming that it was due to the outfit they wanted him to wear.
Also say, gang, I had an opportunity to go to the Met Gala chat, but I didn't go because I'm not gonna lie, the brand that wanted to host me, I didn't really like. Because the brand that wanted to host me, I didn't really like, didn't want to do that brand.
Now, what I believe really happened was that they were already trying to have Kai dressing fruity, like they do to all the rest of the sellouts. Most likely, the outfit they wanted him to wear looked like the outfit they had Shabuzi wearing. Shabuzi himself came dressed like the.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, and that's that. Look at the inverted womb, showing you with the hand symbolism or the hand mudra. So she's basically demonizing, I would say, hand healing signatures or symbology.
The fact that he didn't go because of his outfit sounds to me like he did it somehow. This nigga did.
No, she just didn't want to get caught for selling out. It's just that simple. These are the ones who are open with it, but they won't say what they are. But the ones who are awakened, we know what they are, and they don't even gotta say it. But people expect them to say it, and yet when they don't say it, they be like, "Well, they ain't say it, so you're just a conspiracy theorist." That's the problem. You believe in conspiracy theories. We don't. That's sad. Because conspiracy theories do not exist. There is no theory with the truth. They're showing you what they are, and people will still deny it.
This nigga did, clearly. But the fact that he didn't go with a certain outfit sounds
And it's crazy that people think that selling out has a look, and it's right in front of your face.
like the exact opposite of selling out. Like this nigga right here.
First gay Mortal Kombat character. This was obviously a humiliation ritual, but at the same time, they're using him to push the Little Nas X agenda, the feminization of men. You think it's a coincidence that Phantom allegedly quit A&P right after Kai got invited to the Met? Phantom knows what they got Kai doing for that success, and he knows it's evil. What's interesting is that another streamer named Blackboy
Phantom didn't quit AMP. That's the part. It's like you running with a fabricated story. That's not what happened.
Max claimed that they were trying to sexualize him and push him towards men, claiming that he has spoken out about it several
That
times.
means Black Boy Max sold his soul because he was making hella music with hella different artists. Does that mean he sold his soul? I'm confused. Like how? Like where do we draw the line? Is my question.
That's the point. That's the point of Freemasonry. It's supposed to be confusion. That's why occultism is a goddamn thing. It's not supposed to make sense. If it did, we would all know what the fuck has been happening. That's the reason why there are societies with secrets. It's not that hard to see. They're everywhere. And niggas still can't see them? They live while we sleep.
When is it gonna be okay, bet? Hard work? Like when is someone gonna recognize, okay, there's a difference between working hard and then actually selling out? Like you look at Cardi B. Cardi B was a stripper. She worked hard to get recognized. What took
No, he did not. No, he did not. You did not see the journey nor the door that Cardi B walked through. That is a grown ass man playing as Cardi B so that he can get money to pay his rent. Stop it.
her to the next level to where she is
You're
now?
running with a fabricated story. Don't do that.
Because after she sold her soul, how can we see that she sold her soul? Music videos, different photo shoots that she's done, clear pictures of her dressing like a devil. These are the things that we look at when we see an artist sell their soul and be in the industry. That's what we look at.
That's the problem. You're looking for demons. That goes to show that you're watching what you sold out to. You don't have to look for the horns. You don't have to look for any of that. Stop looking. It's already there in sight, and you still can't see in plain sight because you have no vision.
This is all speculation, bro. To me, if once Kai Cenat starts dressing fruity, Once Kai Cenat starts having upside down crosses and demonic shit in the background of his videos and stuff like that, then of course I'm gonna start looking at him differently. Like, damn, bro.
You expect to see that. And that's your problem. That's why there is no enlightenment in this video right here. You're looking for Kai to dress as a woman, but that's not how female to males dress because of people like you. Because if she was to do that, then you would have something over her. She has to move smarter than that. Why do you think the youth is protecting her image when you talk like this? In the comment section, they have to go against you and bash you because you're speaking too much truth.
What's going on? What's going on? But until then, it just seems to me, did Ninja sell his soul?
Yes, Ninja did for a Fortnite deal. When he signed her signature to become the greatest Fortnite player, whatever the case, it was literally by the script, it was by the numbers. Everything on that day and days after, it was meant for people to stay on Fortnite to be just like that archetype. These are like archetypes. These people are basically wanting to be like a costume character. That's why they can't wait for Halloween. And Halloween is every single day.
Anybody else in AMP? The speed sell his soul, the dentist sell his soul, the agent sell his soul. Like how? Like when are we gonna draw the line between hard work and selling out, bro?
Stop. Stop. We want to talk about hard work. Hard work means that when you start content creation, you don't do it to become famous. You do it because everything that's going on, your authenticity will spark somebody who's watching your videos. These people don't have that. They don't have that inner light anymore because they gave it away for the love of money. That's where their light diminished. And now they're on the darkest path of enlightenment. Their journey, their story is finished. The person that you used to see in their old videos, that is no more. Once they get into the industry, the mainstream, once they get on billboards and the radio and TV, oh, that's not, that person is gone. There's another being in that body, and we don't know what that being is, but the person that you see, oh, everybody want to be that body, but why? When they have no light.
Like, bro, there are certain things beyond morals that's too far, bro. Bro, y'all can see, even though I was in Miami, smacking my ass doing all kind of crazy, bro. Like, and they're seeing beyond my hand. You should never ever let go of your morals, ever, bro. I'm not walking down Melrose
But you did.
in public with a diaper. So the fact that it feels like niggas sexualize me in a weird way that I'm not comfortable being sexualized. And it's like, okay, I understand they probably don't see it.
Watch these people. They ain't want to be tagged into that, so they had to walk out the room because she was about to get dark.
And see open back because that's what happened. I'm literally on dates where all type of hitting on me thinking I'm not. And it's like, bro, now I'm getting back in the car. I'm expressing myself.
There go one person, somebody else gonna leave.
Ron smirking.
It's clear that they're trying to use.
Basically, she's okay with it because her community doesn't give a fuck. Like her community knows what type of time it is, and they applaud stuff like that because I mean, if you go to an NBA game, I mean, you clearly had no balls to do this shit anyways. I mean, if you're a biological man, you don't have the balls to do this stuff because your balls are intact. Your balls are placed in your lower areas. So, of course, your mind is up to par. But for them, they don't have the balls to not dress like this. They don't have balls anyway. So, therefore, they're going to do this stuff because that's how they feel about themselves. And they don't care about how people judge them because either way it goes, they will still become famous. They already knew their script. They're just playing the role.
Use these streamers to push the Little Nas X agenda, just like everything else that comes from Hollywood. If Kai would have showed up to the Met, I'm pretty sure they would have had him dressed like
Did Aiden sell his soul or whatever? But when that happened, just shake his head. Let's look the other way. It's exactly what people do. So even in They Clone Tyrone, when the European had Fontaine's clone in the suit and tie and saying, do what you all do best. Turn the other way and go focus on something else. That's all people do.
Boozy, but he turned it down. Instead, he showed up to the Met. I'm pretty sure.
That's exactly what people do. They look at the truth, they'll see it, they won't pause it, they won't question or contradict what they just said because this invert just said the Aiden Ross, the Speed, the Kai, or the Duke didn't sell their soul. But then when you see that this being right here did what she had to do to get to where she is by grooming Asho Speed and Prime with a transformer, Now it's like this is what they will do.
X agenda, just like everything else that comes from Hollywood. If Kai would have showed up to the Met, I'm pretty sure they would have had him dressed.
It hurts when you see the truth, huh? You just shake your head and I ain't believing that shit. Deny, deny, deny. Where's the proof? I don't see no evidence. It's just a conspiracy. Wow.
But he turned it down instead.
All I'm gonna say is this. To all my fathers out there and to my mothers out there, would you want your son to dress like this for views, for comments, for attention? Would you want your son to wear your clothes or to go take clothes from a girl or to go steal or buy some clothes? Would you want your child to be wearing this when they're not a girl? Now, if your child is a girl playing as a boy, would you want your child to be wearing this? You would probably say yes. But to biologically, the ones who know that their son would never be doing this, you have some sense. And I wonder why that is.
It's clear that they're trying to use the the party where the freak-offs take place. Kai was invited to attend the Met after party by Pharrell, where he was asked to stream for a while. In the stream, Kai looked lost and out of place, as everyone was there
It's like basically a stud. It's like a stud playing masculine.
looking at him like fresh meat. What most people don't know is that most industry opportunities are earned at these industry parties. You have a freak off with the right executive, and you wake up the next day with a new show. This is what happened with Will Smith when he allegedly had a freak off with Benny Medina and Quincy Jones at an industry party, which ended up getting him the Fresh Prince show. Now look at Will today after selling out. He's a lost puppet for the cult of Scientology. That is the same fate Kai could face as he's choosing to take the same path. They didn't invite Kai to that after party for nothing. Watch how more mainstream he gets after that. Something I've noticed while looking into Kai is that a few people on his team have been exposed for being weird. A few years back, Kai found himself in a bit of controversy when one of his friends was accused of allegedly R-wording a woman at a party Kai hosted. While Kai managed to escape this incident without permanently damaging his reputation, he landed back in another similar situation back in 2024. Last year, Kai Cenat's cameraman Chris V was exposed for sending disturbing messages.
Holy shit. Hey. The truth is, Lucifer is watching you through this viewer. The truth is, you're getting exposed to it.
While permanently damaging his reputation, he landed back in another similar situation back in 2024. Last year, Kai Cenat's cameraman Chris V was exposed for sending disturbing messages to a girl who wasn't old enough yet. The two were speaking on Instagram DMs, and apparently, the girl had initially lied about her age, telling the man she was 19. But not long after they started talking, she told him she was only 17 and was 16 when they initially started talking. This did nothing to stop Chris V, who instead of ending the conversation right there, decided to proceed to flirt with and become inappropriate with the young girl. This young girl eventually took screenshots of the conversation and exposed Chris V for his inappropriate behavior.
Cameraman, Chris, I help you with Matter My Streams. Matter My Tech. Apparently, it's not even apparent. It's here clear fucking day. In 2020, just got caught talking to a minor with 17 years old. And it's just annoying and happened. Oh, you can get in situations. Come relax, bro. Apparently,
nigga about to cry because niggas about to cry because that illusion was about to go away. Man, see, that's how you know the moment you about to start crying whenever that shit gets attached to your name, because that truth was that close to exposing what you also practice as well, or you're in practice with your bosses. Very close, but don't worry, the truth will come out.
2021, this not about her. You can't have no say so. There's nothing to back up. There's nothing to positive way to do this. When I hit the internet, I just woke up. I see shit. I looked at it. First thing I did was.
Well, why is Kai getting in trouble for, bro?
On a different type of you're not supposed to just. It's just not right to do. You can't have no say so. There's nothing to back up. There's nothing to positive way to do this. When I hit the internet, I just woke up. I see shit. I looked at it. First thing I did was say, hey, let me sit down and let me get down to the bottom of this to completely confirm everything. Everything. I reached out to the person, went online and shit. I reached out to her and she basically she showed me every single thing. I asked her to confirm the iMessage, to confirm the number. It's confirmed. And I'm just sick and tired of having to this because it's like, damn, you're like, Like I don't know how people are not seeing something or like an age or something and just saying and just stopping. You feel me? It was just some messages that it's some messages that look fucking crazy. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not shooting going. Look,
Now, for some reason, just like everyone else in Hollywood, Kai seems to have surrounded himself by disturbing people. It's pretty easy to see that Kai's immense rapid success was all because he sold out. He's the new puppet on the Masonic strings. He sold out the streaming world and is now being used to guide the youth in the wrong direction.
I want y'all to let me know in the comment section right now, bro. I want y'all to let me know in the comment section right now. Do y'all believe that every single person who has a level of fame has sold out? I want y'all to let me know in the comments.
They were born to sell out. There are no such thing as sellouts. They were born to sell out. Sell out the delusion of the being that looks up to them. Sell them a dream. Tell them what they want to hear. Tell them and show them what they want to see to where you can make them get to that point in life. But you're lying to them with a smile. You somewhat tell the truth, but overall, your lies define what somebody considers the truth to be. And that is not the truth. And the truth cannot be in anything but a perspective that you think has some truth to it.
Right now. Do you believe that anybody who has gone viral has sold out?
That question doesn't even make any sense. People who go viral are going viral because the algorithm designed that to happen. But the ones who are having these interviews, who are getting sponsored, who are getting all these different opportunities that have changed their whole life for the better and they're getting more and more revenue, these are the beings that have gave their morals away for a dollar bill. And you don't know what that looks like till you get introduced to that. And when you can't tell nobody what you signed up for, I wonder why that is. When
Because
you
if
take that oath of silence, there's a reason why they take oaths. Duh. Freemasonry will teach you that if you ever have been into that realm and walked out of that bitch untouched.
you believe that, that's not the point. That's not the point of this channel. That's not the point of exposing the truth, bro. That's not the point of it. The point of seeing the truth is exposing what they do wrong.
That's the problem. You're looking for what they did wrong, and there's no such thing as right and wrong. All they're doing is living life backwards because their inversion is what brought their future into the past currently with what you see and what you're still oppressed by. Duh. History repeats itself and nothing has changed.
That's the point of it. Like the whole point of exposing the truth is noticing what they do wrong and saying like, "Yo, this is clearly pushing a certain." Look, man, maybe I just have my own opinions about this topic of conversation, and a lot of people are gonna be in the comments, "Oh, you're glazing, you're glazing." It's not glazing. Like I said, you just have to be aware that there's a difference between understanding someone's hard work or someone's talent or someone's grind versus them actually selling out. Now, if you're telling me that Kai Cenat wasn't somebody who was on stream every fucking day, all fucking day for years, if he wasn't that person, and then he
My nigga,
got this level.
regardless, she was on stream because money was involved. She was getting paid by artificial intelligence. That's why she'll be streaming. She has shit else to do but get money. Like, what do you think she was? Like, why do you think she was scamming people with these fake streams? They're scripted. It's like a TV show.
Hall of Fame, then I'll be like, huh, I wonder how. How did he do that? How did he get to the Met Gala? How did he get these celebrities? How did he get this level of support from his fans? Then I would begin to question. But due to the fact that this man was working, since you saw him since a fucking infant, he was probably like 15, 16 years old when he started this shit. That's called grind, bro. That's called hard work. Of course, you're going to be opening doors of opportunities. Of course. It's inevitable. It's literally inevitable.
It is inevitable. But is your mission to sign to a label that doesn't want to see you at your best? What's the point? What's the point of being with your family, being able to be free without having to be controlled? What's the point of leaving that to go into the house with AC, some cooked food, maybe a bedtime or whatever, and you still got to put in more work than what you were doing? Only difference is you're nurtured in a different environment, but yet and still the oppressor does not give a fuck about you. They may show that they care. They're only doing that because you can bring them something or you're providing something that they need and they desire, and you're feeding their system. So you let the plantation to feed the system that was charging up the system with what they cursed you with. What's the point? What's the point of feeding the leech your stream of consciousness that flows in your DNA?
Inevitable. If he was someone who didn't put in work, if he was someone who didn't run, if he was someone who didn't actually work on his craft for years and drop out of college, take this shit seriously, if he was someone who didn't do that, then yes, I would be like, yo, what the hell did he do in order to get to this level of fame? But look, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Bottom line is,
And to show y'all, because I mean, oh yeah, we go back to this video too. We can read the comments.
to another.
You probably sold your soul too. Yup. Make a video about it so I can react to it. Because you want money. Sure, he did. He's around to me, big people, all these YouTubers did. I I can't agree with you on that. Cause yeah, I agree. That's why he's trying to defend this Nightcrawler looking creature. I believe he did. And did just watch what happened next to Kai. He did as clear as day. I used to fuck with bro, but he literally changed. Agents are real, you never know. What the fuck? Are you dating Khan? Do you know what's going on in the world? I say, no, why are you making content with artists? Huh? He actually souls. He's not against them. He is one of them and are in the same club. Don't let this YouTuber fold y'all. I'm glad there are people who get to see. Wake up, he signed the contract. Thank you. You cannot get that big in Hollywood without selling your soul. Seriously, wake up. You are the company you keep. Birds of a feather flock together. His guest says everything about his walk. Hanging around a lot of people, Hollywood people, I'm sure his soul is gone. You're definitely tripping. You're under a spell. When they did them skits in prison, that was the initiation. If you know, you know. It's greed, my boy. It's greed. He makes millions, but it's still not enough. That's just how it is. Come on, man. A blind man can see that. Yes, he sold homie a fan of Kai. Like I ain't gonna keep on going. As long as y'all see, it, it's, that's all I care about, man. Shout out to this person right here. Very interesting videos. As you can see, shit, I watched that bitch when it dropped. Hold on, there was another one too. And it's like you had to question. So realize this. I don't believe in anything. So if somebody says, "Do you really believe in what you see or what you say?" No, I don't believe in anything. Simply for me to grow my learning or my intelligence, I question and contradict everything. That's exactly why my saying, contradict everything, question everything. When you do that, you'll be able to see the sigils that are controlling the way humanity has lived their whole entire life by what celebrities are showing them in plain sight.
When used properly, AI can help you write a stronger essay while still letting you sharpen your own communication abilities. This tool does a great job
Yeah, we gotta watch this ad too. Come on, we gotta watch the ad. You telling me, all right, let's see here. Oh, they don't have the thingamabob to where you can. Do I want to? Nah. Hold on. We're gonna do this again. Hold on, where'd it go? All right, it should work. Yes.
Got me looking crazy. I'm not no role model, man. I don't care if little black boys see me in a dress doing what I'm doing. Look, all I care about is money, Rock. You know me. I understand, Kevin, how the Rock doesn't even consider himself black in the first place. And I'm half Samoan, half black, and I don't give a damn. They out there trying to make me look like a bad guy for caring about money, man. That's what brings respect, man. That's what they should be looking up to, money. Not if I'm a good.
Respect from who? No, really ask yourself. There are some people who think like this. So if people think that money will bring respect, then you don't respect yourself. If you need money to demand respect, you're not respected. Nor will you ever be respected just because you have money. Because you don't even respect yourself without money. That's pathetic.
Good person and I have morals. Come on, man. It's not about morals.
Self-respect and pride? I just need to figure out how to get my career back on top, man. Damn. See, The Rock thought he was going to have to use this. A special person gave this to The Rock. And now, Kevin, I want to give this to you. Wait. What's that? That, Kevin, is the golden coin back to the top, baby. Are you ready? So what am I supposed to do with this, right? It's simple. All you gotta do is go in the mirror, look at your brony self right in his eyes, and say, chat, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Impressive! So relate to these young people, man. I'm sick and tired of doing these trash movies. Hell nah, I'm about to do this, man. Chat.
That's how you know I can relate to these young people. So when Kevin Hart went on stream with Kai, she already knew that her career was dead. So in order to get her career back to where it is, and the thing is, to all the people who go on her stream, they end up promoting something. It's literally all just for promotion. So when they're doing that to promote a album or a movie or whatever, next thing you know, people go and buy those tickets. They go to that concert. It's literally all just networking if that's the case. But what is that networking on? Through the artificial mindset that shows what the hive mind is focusing on. So like when the people who their career is damn near about to be done to where they're an empty vessel, before that phase comes into play, they move the script again to where now it's like, okay, you saved because we was about to throw you to the wayside because you're not bringing in no money. But now because you relate to the youth, you still got some time in this industry. So we're gonna let you slide for now. But eventually though, you're gonna have to owe because you ain't bringing in nothing. So we're gonna have to get rid of you. And they don't want that because then people are going to talk negatively about them and then they'll be forgotten about. These people need admiration from society so much to where it hurts them when nobody's thinking about them or their ideas or their movies or their acting or their comedic skits or whatever. It pains them to know that people don't talk about them, people don't make videos about them or music about them, people don't bring them up in conversations outside the media. It's like they will damn near kill themselves when nobody's saying a word about them. That's exactly why this is all nothing but a story and a fabricated illusion that people are just constantly sleeping in.
Blues, man. Chat.
Like falling into truth. What do you see? This is basically what we look like without a body. This is how we are able to observe false light workers falling into a different realm that can change their life. Watch. That's ridiculous.
Hello? Anybody out there? Where am I? Oh, look on the tree, nigga. Oh, what I do now? Oh, yeah, you made a bad choice, man. Where am I? Where you at? You at the Black Leprechaun house. The Black Leprechaun? You don't know the Black Leprechaun. It's Casa not. No, Kaisa not. That's the kid who set black people back 100 years with that jail skit he did to not go to jail for real, right? And you the nigga with the Asperger's. I remember you. Yeah, that is. I got one, right? Yeah, nigga, and it's still warm too. Oh, y'all my type of niggas, man. No, Kevin, I see you have one of my gold coins. So do you agree to the terms of the contract, Kevin? I mean, is it gonna help my career, man? Of course, Kevin. I take care of all of my guests, yes? I'm down for whatever, man. Shit. I heard it, Kevin. Now, let us go say hi to the chat. Chat, I gotta give a home right here, niggas. Yo, chat, tell Kevin hi. Man, my phone is blowing up right now. Yo, Kai, good looking out, man. All right, y'all, I'm out. Where you going, Kevin? What you mean? That's not a part of the deal, Kevin. Once you agree to that leprechaun contract, you here with us. I got a wife and kids at home. A wife? Nigga, you see, I had a girlfriend too, nigga. You see, she gone, right? Shit, once you sign that contract, nigga, you here for life, nigga. I've been here for weeks. I can't stand this little nigga. Running around screaming chat all damn day, though. Pull my damn eardrums out. So I gotta stay here forever, man? Yeah, here for life, Kevin. What's up, nephew? No, go.
And of course, for her to not get banned, or for this person to not get banned, they had to put some comedy into it, but that whole message was portraying that all the people who come onto her stream, she'll always be connected to that person's career and to like, boasting who they are today. So what they did in the past, may have been something, but now that she's the face of society or this generation, as far as doomsday, putting people into damnation, this is exactly why the people who come on the stream constantly, they are under her mind control now, because she has them by the clit.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is dope tech from Wit.
Just these ads, Thank you to the ones who watch my ads, but I just don't want to watch some people.
I move fast, baby. First time on the show, Martin Lawrence. What's up? Oh, it's skinny face regular eye Martin Lawrence. What you doing? God, I came to warn you, man. They setting you up just like they did me. Back in the 90s, I was everywhere. All the top celebrities had to stop by my show. And then I looked at your show, Kai. I saw the same thing happening. Most of your celebrities don't even know your name, nigga. Shit. You don't see it? No, I don't see that shit. I'm Kai Cenat. They love me, nigga. What you talking about? Okay, fine. But what about the zesty agenda? See, I did it by being Shanae back in the day. But y'all took it to a new level. Every time I see you and your boys, y'all acting zesty. What's that about, Kai? Come with me right now, man. I can save you. You got enough.
Every time I see you, you acting zesty. Y'all acting zesty. What's that about? No words. Silent oath.
Money? You know this shit ain't for
Of the silence.
I don't listen to him. Oh, shit, Chad. This fat face, big-eyed Martin. Streamers gonna be hot forever. You'll never fall off, Kai. Mafia thought 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll never stop. Kai, don't listen to him. He ain't even real. Nigga, shut up. Why don't you tell him how you got canned?
So get prepared for Mafia-thon 4. When that happens, it's basically it's like wasting your life for a whole month watching somebody else take your money from you. Or not even just that, take your days from you. So where you're dependent on that stream every year. That's exactly why the more successful these things become, the more he'll keep or she'll keep on doing this. That's why if you hear something about a Mafia-thon 4, don't be surprised. Or a Begathon 4, you know what the fuck that's about. You know exactly why she's doing it. It's all by the scripts.
Cancel, nigga. Well, what happened was they tried to kill me. Somebody had me. Hey, man, what's going on with you? They tried to kill me, man. Get off me. Wait, who tried to kill you, man? Them two niggas right there. Will Smith. Ha ha. Martin, you ain't seen nothing. Right, Dwayne? We was just chilling. Yeah, nigga, we was just practicing dance moves, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? No. I saw both of y'all. I saw what y'all was doing. I tried to tell Tisha. You a nasty nigga. I'm telling. Come on, Martin. It's me and you, baby. Bad boys for life, remember? Ain't no bad boys for life. Shit, I'm done with bad boys. I'm a good boy now, nigga. I'm telling everybody everything. Everything I saw. Martin, you gotta do all that, Martin. Yo, what did you do? Man, he was gonna tell Tisha on me, nigga. Hey, is that Martin gonna finish yet? Let's just say he got canceled. Ha ha. So wait, you dead? And you a clone? Of course I'm a clone. Nigga, do me and him look alike? Nah, y'all don't look alike. Hey, forget all that, Kai. We all know you more like me. Chat, it's my next door neighbor, Diddy. We even look alike.
Not only that, how in the fuck is your next door neighbor the older version of you? Nobody questioned that? Why in one of the Mafia-thons, P. Diddy's mansion was right next to yours. Out of all the neighborhoods, you have a mansion right next to your clone?
We do look alike. And you looking good right now.
And why is it that when P. Diddy's always getting into trouble for something that's sketched out upon fabricated illusions, why is it that when she's always in something, you always streaming? You're always in the spotlight. To where it's like she just goes off the radar. Nobody ever thinks twice about what she ever did to children or even just celebrities in general. But then, for some strange reason, here you are. Here you are with these begathons and these streams. And then you're grooming people doing the exact same practice because you're a gatekeeper like this gatekeeper?
Matter of fact, let me take you shopping, nigga. What? Look at this. What kind of shirt is that? You in town, nigga? It's Balenciaga, nigga. Ooh, that shirt is dripalicious, man. Matter of fact, hold up. Look at these ugly ass Nikes, nigga. Look at that. Oh my God. Yo, I need those, man. You can have all of this, Kai. Just come with us. Let's get the mafia thon going. What do you say? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's up? What's up? What's up? Mafia thon 3. Mafia thon 3. I need some new jokes, man. Orlando, what you got for me? I'm Cat Williams. I'm Kevin Hart. No, 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 nigga. I need new jokes, better jokes. You will go
The infusion of adrenaline, adrenochrome.
to hell. Nigga.
And the thing is, both of them taking this shit. Or they're either that or they're infusing, I would say, the bloodstream of each other's consciousness. Or the being inside of their vessel is harvesting both of their bloodstreams so that the beings in both of their bodies can infuse, excuse me, I would say the narrative to be placed upon the masses in both of the characters that they are playing in or acting in.
Something was wrong. I started blazing that shit, and I knew I started seeing blue smoke, but the shit didn't hit me through I'm walking in the street. Some shit said, run real fast right now.
We did Blue Street, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. I was like, oh my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me? These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
And it's just like, really think about that. As a biological man, would you ever be okay with putting on a wig and lipstick and acrylic nails, whatever in your ass or whatever, just eyeliner, just fake titties? Would you ever do that just for a TV show? And if you say yes, that's the reason that we are here today in this life.
Let me tell you, bitch. You won't like me, but I
enjoy reading it and like it.
Right.
A lot of times, sometimes that's not even a lot of money.
And not only,
I think that my
not only just that, whenever you realize too that Kai was basically showing you what other people cannot say no to. So that was just a prelude into what you don't want to see off camera. They were just giving you a an adult kid version of what really couldn't be seen. That's why Ray J just stood there with that face, because if the cameras weren't on, you wouldn't be acting like that. You wouldn't be saying no, pause. That's why the bubbles are right there, because man, that shit weird, bro. That's so weird.
9-2 house is right next to this.
Why are you screaming, overreacting, a fake reaction with what you already knew before you got the house? Understand, before you had the house, your production team or whoever, as they're putting all the TVs, sound systems, stereos, all the things for those 30 days, somebody on your production team, which is basically a bunch of Zionists or whoever, or Luciferians, these beings, or the Boule or Jesuits or Skull and Bones societies, these secret agencies, the CIA, they will let you know that, hey, your alternate version of your future self is right next to you in a different house watching you. Only difference is when you cut the, well, if the cameras are off, which they really aren't. But the way it goes, whenever you're not in the camera, we're going to alter your consciousness because we know that you still want to be seen in the public eye, and we're going to give you what you want because you gave us Tupac, Biggie, Usher, and whoever else. You gave us so many people that no matter what version of consciousness that you're in, we'll always take care of you because you took care of us, even though we took care of you by grooming you at a young age. And then in the clone version of yourself in a different body with a different scripted family and illusionary scripted reality on social media. We're going to give you all the things that people can only dream of.
Oh, you want to look at him? Did he? Which did he talking about? Did he?
Which Diddy you talking about? There's different versions of Diddy. So the one that you see, that ain't the one that you seen because that's not the real one. And there isn't a real one because there are a lot of them.
Oh, you don't look like this one of his sons. I don't know why I keep saying that because I don't think I look like Diddy, bro.
You do.
No, I don't.
Say, take that.
What? Say, take that. What the fuck is that?
Say, Say, yeah, get it.
Yeah, but Nick Cannon is definitely like one of one.
You said Nick? What's up with Nick?
Liar. Oh. Lying ass. Lying ass.
When Orlando Brown is just basically open to doing what she does behind closed doors and she doesn't hide it to make herself look crazy so that she can say the truth out loud. There's really levels to how the mind works. When you see that there are people like this in your family, there's a reason why they're considered a crazy family member. Because the things that are crazy, you should listen to. So I wonder why they act this way. What happened to them to where they're doing this shit openly and people are just laughing about it like it's funny? How is trauma funny?
All right. INS. What are you talking about? First name. Is this where I protect you? IRS. Yeah. All right.
So what? There's nothing angelic about us. We have brought the fucking darkness to this place.
There's nothing angelic about us. Admitting it. But silence though. What the fuck? I thought Cam Newton had on sweats or jeans or something. Oh, look, I'm like, bro, you damn near wearing drawers.
We brought him.
What, a fitted cap?
We brought the darkness, bro.
Are these?
We brought the fucking darkness, bro.
We only got a little bit of time left. Tell the truth.
NEM, Toto, NEM, Toto.
What? All right, let's get into another one.
Now, today, we're going to be talking about Twitch streamer / YouTuber, Kaisa Not. Now, y'all been asking about this for a long time. Y'all been asking for this video for a very long time. Now, y'all already remember me telling y'all at the time of y'all asking, at the time, I didn't have enough on him, right? But now, my detective case is finally closed. I've accumulated enough evidence to provide to the courtroom, right? So now we're gonna finally talk about the rise of Kaisa Nine. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first things first. First, as with everybody that's on this planet, the day that you was born has a lot to do with what influences you in your life. So it's very interesting that Kai Cenat was born on December 16th. Breaking that down, 12 plus 16 equals 28. When Kai Cenat equals 28 in the full reduction cipher. Now, when we talk about the first time Kai Cenat becomes the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch, now that day was October 15th, 2022. Now, if we take his birthday the previous year, Kai Cenat achieved this goal 303 days after his birthday. Now, y'all know about the number 33 and its prevalence in the entertainment industry. So you're going to see this number again. Now, once again, man, this article, man, all hail the Kai, right? Kai Cenat becomes the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch. There's a new king of streaming. Now that was very interesting. Also, not only your date of birth, but also the name, your name. Your name has a lot to do with what molds your future as well. It has a lot to do with the personality that you develop throughout life.
I agree because this is why too, I enjoy this type of content. Y'all can see y'all basically in this point of my content observation, you should know what type of videos I obviously enjoy watching because this stuff I can't disagree with. It makes sense. Your name, your personality, your memories, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you speak, all that stuff is literally meant to be placed and given to you. You chose to be in this body to act this way because it was by a numbering system. All you are is a number to higher orders with no body. So if you're putting your truth into a vessel that they gave you, what do you think you have been given for your future, even though you were born into a future that had no life?
So it's very interesting, right? This name Ty, and he happens to be the quote unquote king of streaming. Now, when I think about this name, I think about Dragon Ball Z with King Kai. When King Kai was the ruler of the King Kai's planet in Universe 7, which happened to be in the same universe as the Earth. Now,
I ain't gonna lie, that makes me want to rewatch. I need to finish Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z to me will always be the number one anime. I don't care what nobody say. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z before Naruto, before Inuyasha, before Attack on Titan, before One Punch Man, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, before Professor Stone or Dr. Stone. Yeah, that's my Beyblade, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. That was my shit.
Kai happens to equal 62, as once again he accomplished becoming the quote unquote king of Twitch 62 days before.
And somebody be like, well, what am I looking at? Meaning that when this happened in 2022, that literally means that by her name adding up to these dates right here, it's all by the numbers. So by her putting in hard work, no. If she didn't do this stuff, then you wouldn't be hearing about it because that would happen in a different world. But because we're in this simulation, her work that she did was just not hard work. It was going to happen anyways. So when she did it, it was going to happen anyways. So why even be excited or shocked that she became the most subscribed liar on Twitch?
For his next upcoming birthday. Kai Cenat was also born on the 350th day of the year, when once again King Kai equals 35, dropping at 0 because zeros have no value in numerology. Now, let's talk about the number 21, because this has a big reason as to why Kai is blowing up at the time that he is. Now, along with 62 days, Kai also breaks the Twitch record 2 months and 1 day before his next birthday. Just like his first name, Kai, equals 21 in the ordinal cipher. Simple gematria, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. So Kai happens to equal 21. Right? Even breaking down the subscriber count that he was at when he achieved number 1, 104,772. Actually breaking that number down, and we happen to get the number 21.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident.
See, there you go with that background music.
Even putting that number 21 in reflection, the number 12. Pi also equals the number 12.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this beat too. I just want to say that out loud. My bad. I didn't mean to disturb y'all.
He was born in the 12th month of the year. He also achieved another a milestone in the 12th month of the year as well, and he became the YouTube
streamer. And a streamer is another word for actor of the year. So all you're doing is just watching another version of an actor.
Of the year, 12 days before his birthday. And it was also the 12th Streamy Awards. So, like I said, man, these numbers have a prevalence in this life that we live. Just searching, just going through the comments, I wanted to see how many people had requested Kai Cenat. So I searched Kaisa not in my comments, and shout out to TSM Daquan, because TSM Daquan said, please do a video on Aiden Ross slash Kaisa not slash clicks. They are all pushing weird ass agendas. I noticed on Kai's birthday, multiple streamers all got offline at 2:57, right before 3 a.m. I feel like they all say they live in different states and shit, but they really live in the same neighborhood. All this shit about getting doxxed, I don't believe it's possible to dox them anymore. I don't even believe they're real people. Now, shout out to Daquan for this comment. Now, the most interesting thing about this comment was the fact that he said that all these streamers happened to get offline on Kai's birthday at 2:57. Now he said this 5 months ago. There's no way I could have, you feel me? There's no way I could have scripted this, right? So it's really crazy. That really gives me some intel that these folks really know what they're doing, because the fact that on Kai's birthday, they all got offline at 2:57. That's so crazy. Because Streamer of the Year equals 2:57 in the English language backwards. So shout out to Daquan for that, for peeping that. Shout out to Daquan.
And that it's like music to my ears because the numbers are right there. You can't make this stuff up. It's literally by design. Like she's watching herself in a number system, and it's happening in the quantum realm. It's being alchemized through the mental plane or the astral realm. Then when the astral realm is mastering itself through alchemy, it'll descend down into the physical from the mental plane because this astral leech has materialized herself into the body of what we see today. So when the streamers or these false entities who are famous, when they get offline at the same time, this is why. They're just following what they've been told to do.
Confident, right?
Shoot.
So now they let me know that these folks know what they doing, right? So come on. Let's keep on going, right? YouTube know what they doing as well, because the streaming awards that they had on December 4th left 27 days in the year. Just like 12 streaming awards equals 207. Once again, the zeros have no value. You have that 2 and that 7. Kai also won this award, the 12 streaming award, and then 33 days later, Kaisa was hit with his first controversy.
And that controversy right there too, that people still just blew out the water. The people who didn't care about that, they are bots for sure. And knowing just that, where's that at? Pizzagate Code, child slavery hex system, underage teens, cult soldier, androgynous, honor the oath, Masonic sacrifice, so that the girl that got our word, Masonic sacrifice, beyond pathetic, energy vampire, liars and frauds, guard knowledge, dream initiates. Let's see here, Goyim slave, genetic deletion, from the enemy, world of acting, major deceivers, it's inevitable. Trans woman, sex worker, lift the AI bell, turned out, organized chaos, degree of sacrifice, looks confused, sick society, I'm in disguise, occult ritual, Jesuit dialect, mark on mankind, the male Lucifer, Freemasonic murder, excuse me, population hoax, absorb this energy. So when this happened, remember how much energy that, and if you don't know, just go back to old videos that people had talked about the situation. Even she made a whole video on it. So when Kai made a video on it, listen to the lies that she says out loud. Optical illusion, delusional friends, underground bases, not a flesh person, dimension shifter, AR MK Ultra, MK Ultra, control reality, homosexual love, there will be signs, expand your brain, want to know a secret, homosexuality, Mason Fellowship, mocking the view. What the fuck is going on, my shit? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Like, what are we doing, MacBook? Come on, get it together, bro. Okay. Mocking the viewer, vampiric powers, Lamborghini Urus. Did we not see a Lamborghini Urus in that McDonald's commercial? Satanic Illuminati, stop making sense. I'm trying, Gematria. It's kind of hard to do that. Lies cloud truth, all in Freemasonry. Bloodline servant got caught in his lie. Maintain high energy. TikTok CIA program, they cover it up. Can you see it yet? Distorted world, idol worshiper, transgender handler. TV is not real life, taking your souls on with the show. Reanimating humans, the money is love, contradicting fraud. I mean, bro, is this shit not accurate in the numbers? I'm transgender, celebrity hoax, Charlie Kirk is dead, energy vampire, channel reality, forensic science, time is money, abandoned Satanism, higher mind apps, we are the host, wisdom to see, Twitter rate, honor the oath, what is a woman, Masonic sacrifice, my life is filmed, dead human species, young girls, loose archons, never broke again, Goyim slaves, no escaping karma, and seek rewards, inherits lies. Everything that I put into this script, does it not make sense to you yet?
RAPE allegations, not him, but one of his friends. The girl alleged that Kai did not help her with the situation. She claimed that she was, you feel me, at one of Kai Sanat's parties that he invited her to. And this so happened on January 6th, on the 6th day of the year. This is when she came out 33 days after he won the Streamer of the Year award. Something has to come after which I manifested. After which I manifested on Kai's birthday. That's why all them folks got off at 2:57. They was manifesting this. But see, these folks don't realize once you get in there, it's more things that you have to do. All right, you done got yourself in that door. Now it's time for some controversy. Now it's time for your humiliation ritual. You hear me? So then 30.
Yeah, once you go through one of those doors and you go through another door behind that door, and you keep on going through them doors, they're going to put you in a humiliation ritual that will also rocket launch your career to where it is today because you are willing to be put through initiations that question your morality.
3 days after, then this old girl, a TikToker came out with this controversy. But come on. Right? Kaisa now responds after accusations. Like I said, we going in order. So now we're in January of this year. Where Kaisa now responded after accusations of not helping alleged victim. Twitch streamer Kaisa Nut, yeah. So this was his first little bit of controversy that he had to deal with. And if you pay attention, everything got swept under the rug. Even the dude that they claim had did something. Even the dude that had did something. What happened with this whole situation? Did y'all further investigate? Did y'all get to the bottom of it? Did y'all figure out what was really going on? I've never heard any updates about this situation. Is that dude in jail? Did he get acquitted? Did he get found guilty? Did he get found not guilty? What's going on? We haven't heard anything. The main person that was being focused on this whole situation was Kaisa Knight. So that told me right there, yeah, he's going through his ritual. He's going through his humiliation. They got to throw some type of dirt on him. They got to have something over your head. You see what I'm saying? It always makes sure. But come on.
And why do our people want to be put through this? The things that we do for societies with secrets, they are willing to put us through the mud and we're still bowing down to them. I mean, bro, slavery never was abolished. It just changed forms. It changed stories. It changed timelines. And we're still experiencing it today.
Right? Because once again, this 21 comes into play. Because at the time of this controversy, the time of these allegations, Kai Sanat was exactly 21 years and 21 days old. Just like Kai equals 21.
Watch how smart POD sellers turn.
That means that at the time that it happened, the same exact age, all about his own.
Let's go to Kai Sanat Subathon in February, Black History Month. Let's talk about it. But first, let's talk about the symbolism as well that Kai Sanat has been showing his audience. Let's talk about some of the things that he's been wearing on stream, knowing that hundreds of...
By any means possible, do what you got to do to feed our family.
Thousands, maybe even millions of people are looking, and many people are watching. Now it's time for the programming to begin. Kai Sanat wearing...
Yes, exactly. Hold on. That's a bar right there. It's a key point.
Watching. That hundreds of thousands, some that Kai Sanat has been showing his audience.
Point. Peep the symbolism.
Let's talk about some of the things that he's been wearing on stream, knowing that hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people are looking, and many people are watching. Now it's time for the programming to begin.
That right there, do you know how deceiving that just sounded? Now it's time for the program. So when you're watching somebody stream for this amount of days, where's your focus going? When you leave school, when you get home from work, when you're all day, when you're home all day from work or even from work, and even if you don't have a job, where's your focus going? Where's your concentration going? Where's your purpose going into? Somebody streaming doing nothing, and that's where your attention goes. That's mind control in the modern day time that we are living in, and nobody acknowledges that.
Tyson not wearing shirts like this with I forgot what it's called.
Anarchy.
Anarchy. I think it's the anarchy symbol, right? But if you really look at it, right, you have the A, right, inside a circle, which is really the pentagram that the pyramid is inside of on the back of your dollar.
Yeah, basically alchemize the atomic modification that Luciferians observe our consciousness in.
The one eye symbolism, the all-seeing eye. That's what this really is. And if you pay attention to all the corners of the points, it spells out Mason. But come on.
Does it? Hold on. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Even Playboy Cardi has the same exact tattoo on his chest, along with a lot of other interesting tattoos. The butterfly for the MK Ultra. He got the Baphomet pentagram, and we're gonna talk about this one right here. He got the upside down cross, the number 9 for completion, and he got Satan on the back of his neck. So that lets you know that this is a symbol that's being utilized in the industry. And he happened to put that right over his AMP logo. That's not AMP's logo. Why did he put that right on top of the AMP shirt like that? But come on, man. Everything they doing is for a reason. Right? February 14th, 14 days into his subathon in Los Angeles, California, when he went out to LA. Now he's taking pictures with one eye symbolism, and even people are understanding what he's doing. They're saying only if y'all knew the real meaning to that. God bless y'all though. And he's even having the Baphomet pentagram upside down on his jacket. He even wore the Masonic checkerboard on his jacket on stream. All these things he's doing on stream. He's not being caught. He's not being caught somewhere. These are things that he's wearing on his stream when hundreds of thousands of people are watching. This is what he's subconsciously programming you with. Right? And we know that the Masonic checkerboard is heavy symbolism with the Masons. Right? Now I said we was going to talk about that Baphomet, that same Baphomet pentagram that's on his hoodie, the same Baphomet pentagram that's right here on Playboy Cardi body. He got this same upside down pentagram on his hat on the stream where him and XQC.
And that might be the Chicago Bulls. So if that's the case, literally showing you that all the sacrifices that this corporation made is why she's wearing it. So she's still promoting sex trafficking, cannibalism, satanic ritual abuse, transhumanism, the occult science, the gematria, hermeticism, all this chaos magic, this sexual magic, or the inversion of sexual genetics, epigenetic trauma, it won't stop, even through your favorite streamers or influencers.
Was in Universal Studios.
And why they won't speak up on it in different vessels is because they're all a part of it. They're all background characters to background characters.
There was even a point in the stream where I was gonna say Aiden Ross. Tyson Knott. It was a point on the stream where he even brought attention towards the Baphomet pentagram. He even asked his audience, was there something wrong with it? So he already knew damn well, and he knew to ask, because why would you ask something like that? You would only ask if you knew. But come on. Same thing as the Baphomet pentagram. Don't let the fact that it's a heart throw you off. It's the same exact thing. It's basically
Basically, in the heart included is just basically saying, I love the sacrifice that I became because it gave me fame, it gave me attention, it gave me respect, it gave me value, it gave me power. Now I have the power of the youth in my control. So I love the sacrifices that give me what I want. They love me. So why would I stop doing what I'm doing when there's money involved?
saying you love Lucifer. But come on,
Come on, man. Somebody see the vision.
right? Because even breaking down the AMP logo with the lightning bolt, clear as day. This is all coming from scripture.
Lucifer, Zeus, Jesus.
Even scripture says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. So that lightning bolt.
Basically, the flash. The subconscious mind moved fast down to its lower self from its higher self instantly. That's how fast we come into this life. It's like basically, so we beheld, like the observation beheld the subconscious mind as lightning fall from heaven. That's how instant that memorization was from where we came from to where we are today.
Symbolism.
The only thing is, though, the story of us was demonized through the version of this Bible.
It symbolizes the fallen angel, right? It symbolizes the fallen angel. This is why Anton LaVey, creator of
this is basically Andrew Tate in a different body.
Personal Satan incorporates the lightning bolt in his logo, along with, once again, the Baphomet pentagram upside down. He even has the chain on his neck. And you can see a lot of even Duke had the lightning bolt symbolism in the background with a shirt on called Child of Hell. So it seems and these are things that these people are wearing on stream. So they want you to see these things. It's almost like they're wiping away their karma by showing you what type of time they're really on. But come on.
Mm-hmm. And that's also a key point, wiping away their karma, because they're showing you what they are. They got to tell you what they're doing. They don't got to verbally say it, but by showing you their truth, if you see it and still don't acknowledge it, at least they showed you. They ain't had to tell you though, but they showed you. And if you don't care to see it, that's how blind you are to Baphomet worship or Luciferian idolization.
Right, because we've seen a lot of lightning bolt symbolism in Hollywood, right? Lady Gaga with the one eye symbolism, and then the eye that's open, she got the lightning bolt over it. Kiss utilizing that lightning bolt. AC/DC, clear as day, talking about Highway to Hell. So they're all alluding to the same thing. They say, here goes Selena Gomez with the all-seeing eye pyramid on with the lightning bolt. Harry Potter, he had the lightning bolt right on his forehead. So they've been showing these things multiple times, and also pay attention to the checkerboard on her fingernails. So these people are going to show you the same symbolism over and over and over. Now let's talk about this subathon that began once again on 2/1 when Chi equals 21. Now let's talk about the mockery within this, because he named it a mafia-thon. So he streamed for 30 days straight, every single day. I believe he didn't even turn it off. He just kept streaming the whole 30 days, right? Now it's very interesting that the number 30 is rooted with the N-word, as we know, and the N-word equals 30 and 42. Racial slur equals 42. The N-word equals 42. Even the month they gave us to celebrate Black History Month in, the same number with the N-word, February. Black History Month also equals 42. Mafia-thon equals 42. And guess what? The Mafia-thon lasted for 4 weeks and 2 days, just like Mafia-thon equals 42. Also ended on the 30th day, just like, once again, that N-word equaling 30. Now, if you remember, right, it was actually February 28th, the last day of Black History Month, the day that Kai Cenat broke the record to become the second most subscribed streamer of all time on Twitch. And he did this on Black History Month on the last day. This was all humiliation. This was all because if you really understood the numerology behind Black History Month, you'll see why they did him like that on that day. See, he did it on the 59th day of the year. People always ask, why is Black History Month the shortest month of the year? It's because it's all rooted in mockery. It's all about the letters and the numbers. So the last day of Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year, just like Negro equals 59. It also starts February 1st, the 32nd day of the year, when Negro equals 32. So this whole little thing they got these folks doing, man, it's all in humiliation. Right? February 28th in the year 23 is the day that Kai Cenat passed Ninja. This was the day that he passed Fortnite streamer Ninja. Y'all remember how big Ninja was? He passed Ninja up on this day with 53 and 73 date numerology. When Black history equals 53 and 73. What's the odds of that? That's so crazy, right? That's so crazy.
Faster US shipping is here. Quick delivery matters to your customers. That's why we've expanded our US.
Now, speaking about Black History Month, the one person that we all think of when we think of Black history, Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. happens to equal 228 as well. As the last day of February is on the 28th, 2/28. Tyson actually had a stream. He brought out a Martin Luther King Jr. lookalike during this mafia-thon in the Black History Month.
And we already made a video on Martin Luther King being a Freemason, being an invert as well, and never existing. I don't think I have the document of Martin Luther King being a transgender, but Martin Luther King was a Freemason that was a part of the Jesuit Skull and Bone Society. So everything that Martin Luther King did was fabricated. It was just from illusionists, and it never happened, it never existed. And all Martin Luther King did was cause us to be more divided than what we are. Like nothing changed. It was just now things are they look different. But Martin Luther King never changed anything and never was supposed to be what we think it is. Nothing but a grown woman wanting to bring peace. And Malcolm X diffused that and still couldn't stop what she sold herself into being as well. All puppets.
February.
Slavery. We'll be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a drink.
And pay attention to the fact that he said brotherhood. Yeah, this should go deeper than what you thought. Yeah, even Martin Luther King Jr. was a part of the brotherhood. Look into Sigma Pi Phi.
Boule. Come
on. Because 228 is so crazy, man. That the day 2/28, the day that Kai Cenat became the most subscribed streamer on Twitch. Most subscribed streamer on Twitch equals 2,280 in the Sumerian cipher.
Remember that 0 has no value. So because the 0 has no value, as we can see, January, February, 28.
That happened to be the same day that he did it on.
When do you know?
Now, even going on his Twitter and taking his name that he has on Twitter, every aspect that he's showing. And if we take AMP Kai equals 306, as he broke this record on a day leaving 306 days left. He's even following 187 people on Twitter when Society of Jesus equals 187 as well. Once again, man, Kai Cenat broke this record on the 28th day of the month. On the 28th day of the Mafia-thon, when Kai Cenat equals 28. Remember, his birthday numerology equals 28, December 16th. 12 plus 16 is 28. Told you, the day that these folks was born has a lot to do with what influences them in their life, as with everybody else on this earth. Come on. Kai Cenat also broke this record 53 days after his humiliation ritual. When that girl came out on January 6th and alleged that she had been, you feel me, at a party Kai Cenat had invited her to. Now, once again, he broke this record 53 days after that on 53 date numerology when Kai Cenat equals 53 in reverse full reduction. He also did this 1 month, 3 weeks, and 1 day after the day that girl came out and alleged what she alleged. When humiliation equals 131, man, humiliation. That was a humiliation ritual. He's even following 131 people on his Instagram. Man, come on, man.
And that was at this time, by the way. That was around, so we don't know if this is accurate today, but at this time, though, pretty sure this shit changed because once people like this make a video, once we bring more light to it, because if I go to her Instagram right now, she's following 157 people. There's a reason. There's a reason for that.
Humiliation. He even broke that record on the 59th day of the year. When humiliation equals 59, that's why they sent him them nasty ass shoes. That's why they sent him them nasty ass shoes. That was part of the humiliation. You heard me? The other nigga had better shoes than they gave him. But come on, man. Come on. Because if we fast forward, if we go forward even more to March of 2023, Kai Cenat has been racking up the accolades. Now, he has also become the Streamer of the Year for the Streamer Awards. Now, he beat out Hassan Abi, German 985, and XQC. Now, he accomplished this goal 85 days after his birthday. He also accomplished this goal 9 months and 5 days before his next birthday, when Streamer of the Year equals 85 in full reduction and 95 in reverse full reduction. So by the numbers, man, we see how this is going. He also did this 280 days before his next birthday, once again dropping at 0 because it has no value. We get the number 28 again, just like Kai Cenat. Oh. Cenat also won Streamer of the Year award 2 months and 23 days after his birthday to end the year Skull and Bones, just like Skull and Crossbones equals 223. And with that being said, that's all we have for this video. I can finally conclude, in my humble opinion, that yes, Kai Cenat has sold his soul. He has went on to the other side. He is using his talent. He is using his talent now, and those people want him. He has what it takes, and they're going to use him, and they're going to use him as a vessel. And he's going to continue showing you. He's going to continue showing his audience this symbolism. He's going to continue to promote this. Look at the people that he's intertwined with. He's now dealing with people in the industry. Lil Uzi Vert. He was even in his music video.
Showing you right there. Masonic ties.
Well, Lil Uzi Vert is a man. He don't like to say Satanist. He don't like to call it that, but it's something. It's something, right? We know there's something going on with dude, right? When he done already told his fans that all his fans going to hell right with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're entertaining the demons every time they listen to his song.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I believe that Kai Cenat has sold his soul, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I appreciate y'all for all the love. Damn, but just look at that. The video 28 minutes long. Look how that worked, man. But with that being said, man, that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for the love. Appreciate y'all for the support.
You know, overall, I fuck with this video, man. People think YouTubers can't sell out. They all have roles to play, but it's all to manipulate the masses. YouTube is a new TV. I know when all the celebs started chilling with him. Kai got a leopard print on his floor. You know he sold out. Man, it's scary. Imagine being so close to fame and money, but to really have, you have to sacrifice your respect, morals, beliefs. Then imagine how evil all these people feel in your company, the strange vibes they give off. He did. You don't hang around sellouts and not follow their path. It's true. They wear these things on purpose because ain't no way I go to the store and buy a shirt with a skeleton or a pentagram on it. And being from a Caribbean background, my mom would have beat my ass. Not to mention his leopard print carpet, lost and turned out. Mm-hmm. Turned inside out. My advice to y'all, listen to this man. Knowledge is power. Anytime they hang around rappers, you know they down with them. Nobody was down with them. All right, but if you all want part 3, which I'm pretty sure you all do, for the ones who watch, get this video to 10 likes, and part 3 will be the ending. And we'll also cover we will also cover I don't know if you got that. I don't know if you got that video. Yeah, we already did that. So no, it was the A&P one. Because we will, yeah. So this one right here. So for part 3, we will react to this. I'm pretty sure you all going to watch this, but if you want my perspective on it, we will react to this for part 3. And then also for part 3, we will do the final breakdown for the numbers that I did as far as my own gematria. And we'll just let you know how this aligns. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like, comment, and just subscribe about what you think and what's your opinion towards this whole Freemasonic occultism that's happening in plain sight? I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you all for having a prosperous day. And take care of yourself, take care of your family. and take care of your mental health as well, and just have a great and blissful experience for today. And never lose yourself in the process because money became the importance in your life. No, never forget what you came down to the simulation for. I love you. Have a great day.